This is it. This is it. Your career's on the line here. Do it. Do it. This place will erupt when he picks him up. He's got him up. Oh, hell yeah. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Thank you. We've got a new heavyweight champion. Climb the ladder, kid. Make yourself famous. I just had an out-of-body experience. What did we just see? What did we just see?
He got him in a power slam! He got him in a power slam! He got it! Simmons got it! Simmons has won the match! Simmons is a champion!
I've always maintained that reality is for people who can't face drugs.
Shit is about to get real.
You get shit, knee deep. Shit.
Look at the stare of the champion against the challenger.
What?
And now, Straight Talk Society presents Wrestling with Reality.
The following announcement has been paid for by the New World Order.
It's going to be the biggest battleground in the history of our sport.
The biggest match in pro wrestling history.
The two biggest superstars in our sport in the biggest event the sport has ever seen. The biggest match in the history of our sport.
Trying to run a little scalded dog here. Enough is enough. That's enough. No! Oh, God, that's enough! Stop it! Bam! Listen, where it's tougher than a $2 steak. Who is your daddy? Who's your daddy, Undertaker? Slam! Toe slam! Who's your daddy, Undertaker? Lucifer's lips are the biggest times in the WWE! Somebody's knock him down, man! Enough's enough!
The irresistible force meeting the immovable object.
Simmons got it real! Woo!
WWE Dynamite.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? It's time. Let's rock.
I can't do it. We'll do it live.
So to escape from reality?
We'll do it live. Fuck it.
I am reality.
Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Oh, it's live, Hal.
Let the slaughter begin!
It is now time for
With reality.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Number one, to be the man, baby. You have to beat the man. Heavyweight champion of the world. The time is now. Reality has become the present, and the final lesson of the pain game has begun because Vader has the PhD in pain.
You are gonna wrestle my ass for the world title. You son of a bitch. For what you did, you will have to kill me to keep me from killing you. Woo!
The 90s have been referred to as the reckoning with truth. In the 80s, everything was clouded. Nobody ever told the truth. In the 90s, the way to go is flat out. Tell no lies. That's the way we're gonna do it. When you hear something from our lips, truth it may be, and as much as it may hurt, you can count on it being exactly the way that it is.
What's up, Straight Talk Society? This is your host, Trevor, and I'm back with another episode of Wrestling with Reality. This is episode 17, and tonight we got a stacked show. We're going to be doing a SummerSlam 2023 preview. That honestly shouldn't take more than 15 minutes because screw this card. But tonight we may actually see a fist fight between me and Venkat. So I'm not going to go it alone.
As always.
What's going on, Venkat?
All right.
And MD already on the panel. MD.
Peace. What's up, y'all? What's happening?
What's up? What's up?
Peace, MD.
Peace, peace, peace.
All right. So real quick though, we gotta. I'm capping this show. This show cannot go longer than like 2 hours and 45 minutes because my daughter has been getting really pissed lately. So, and last week we almost got out in time. So we got tonight is a review of SummerSlam 2023. We're gonna get to that. And in lieu, instead of the Would Things Be Different If, we have a video that we're going to play, which is going to I'm pretty sure it's going to cause an argument, but I'm more interested to hear what MD has to say. I already know what Venkat is going to say. I'm more interested in hearing what MD has to say and Mike and whoever else gets on the panel, because I am going to tell you now, I think my co-host is reaching and just going overboard with this shit. But nevertheless, let's get to the news real quick. I want to just blow through this news as it's been customary every week. You guys can hear me, right? Well, obviously you responded. Yeah. Let's get to this. Let's get to this news real quick. As it's been customary, I like to look at the ratings. I think it's very interesting. So I want to take a look at the AEW Collision show from this past Saturday. It was up by a huge amount. It was actually up by 121,000 viewers. And it did an average of 739 viewers this week, which was up from the 618,000 viewers that it drew last week. So, well, the week before. So this is the second highest audience for Collision to date, behind only the debut episode, which drew 816. I'm still shocked that the debut episode only drew that. So first of all, did you guys see Collision?
Not me.
No. I only watched the CM Punk segment. That's it.
Okay, so you did see the CM Punk. Okay, because I want to give my thoughts on Collision soon. I want to give my thoughts on Collision because, again, for everybody that says, oh, he only loves WWE, I have not watched Monday Night Raw in 3 weeks, just so you guys know. But you know what I have watched? AEW Collision. AEW Collision is must see. I may not ever watch AEW Dynamite, but AEW Collision is must see. And I got some thoughts on the show from this past Saturday. I think if you like a real wrestling fan and you like wrestling, I want to say that's the show that you want to watch. On the adverse, SmackDown. Last Friday, SmackDown drew 2.32 million viewers, so that was above the week before. That was above the week before, and this is coming from Wade Keller from PWI, the PW Torch. So he goes back to 1 year ago this week. SmackDown was at 2.1, so the ratings are up from last year. And 2 years ago this week, it drew 2.245. So it's up big from 2 years ago. So it's a constant rise. I didn't, again, I'm the WWE guy, but I didn't. Hey, Mike, the link is in the chat. I'm the WWE guy, but I didn't care for SmackDown. I didn't watch Raw, but there is some highlights that I do want to point out from the two shows. So did any of you guys see SmackDown?
Nah, I ain't see none of SmackDown, man. None of SmackDown.
No, I didn't watch it either.
So okay, so I'm interested. I mean, we're doing a wrestling show and nobody watching the problem is fine.
Hey, I got my DVR set for everything for next week. And what happened to Venkat?
Oh man, Venkat fell. So which one is it? Because Venkat got two of him in here. Let me see if it's not this one. Hey, Venkat. Okay, so he's not on for this one.
Yeah, actually, so Collision is in Greenville, which is like an hour away from me. I'm considering going to Greenville to go to, like, the ticket's cheap as hell.
MD, I'm telling you, Again, I get the bad rap for being the AEW hater. I'm not. I'm telling you, if you got a chance to go watch Collision, go and watch it. What I did gloss over though, and I didn't mean to gloss over. What do you think? What do you guys think about AEW bumping up 121,000 since they started? They've been taking a shit, but now they went up 121,000 viewers, which I think is a really good sign.
I remember telling y'all. Go ahead, MD.
No, I was saying, that's surprising. Maybe it has something to do with everybody like firing up the TVs, maybe for the game. I mean, for the fight that was supposed. I don't know.
That's a good point. I loved it. Wow, you know what, MD? You make a good point. It should have got slaughtered Saturday because it was up against UFC 291. It was against the Crawford and what's the other guy? The guy who got destroyed. Oh my goodness! You guys see that guy's face? So it was against that. So if for it to go against that competition, I don't know what else it was up against. I think the Women's World Series is going on. I mean, World Cup is going on. So, but I mean, for it to go up, but now let's not. I mean, come on, because I know Mike gonna come on here pumping his chest.
No.
I think is a good. I as somebody who watches the show, I think is a good look, and I hope that it continues to get good. I'm just shocked that it's been on a steady decline, and then this week of all weeks, it would jump. I'm gonna tell you why I think it jumped, but I want to hear what you guys think.
All right, I just want to say 3 things. First of all, when we all talked about it, we all agreed that Saturday was not the best time. But I believe I said it's going to do okay because CM Punk has not lost his luster. Everybody thought, oh, look at the body. He looked like he just came out the beach and he ain't worked out in 15 years. He got on rubber bottoms. He ain't even wearing the same body. CM Punk is a star. He is a superstar. He is holding down a Saturday show and making it look fantastic. We need to give that man his props. Number 2, I came here because I heard there was supposed to be fisticuffs between Van Cat and Beard Man. And I want to see blood. I want to see one of y'all looking like Earl Spence when this is done. That's all I'm saying. And number 3, let's be real. They made this is what we wish WWE would be. For people who don't like the Orange Cassidy foolishness like I love, goofy wrestling till I die. I love the silliness. They made a fantastic old school WCW wrestling show on Saturday, full of good storylines and real wrestling and none of the hoopty lie that make Trevor's beard go gray. And they still have their flagship show, which has all of that, plus the silliness that I love. If this isn't a company that is listening to their fans, I don't know what is. And they have the forbidden door, so at any given time, they can go grab a Will Ospreay. They can go grab people who most wrestling fans have never heard of and can put a showcase on and maybe go grab some viewers for some other networks. I wish they would go grab from that Japanese, the ladies wrestling. I wish they would go grab some of them and pump them up and move some of this the outsider stuff because that's not working. But move some of their stuff on the show because I'm telling you, they make wrestling fun again. If you didn't like seeing that man spray paint that X on there, if you didn't get some old school NWO vibes, if you didn't love the fact that he made sure that E that stands for the elite extra black so you couldn't see it, if you didn't feel that old ROH flavor come through, man, you're not a real wrestling fan, bro. You gotta love Collision. That's how I feel. Well, we got silence. That's what we're doing.
No, I'm waiting for Van Cat and MD.
Them boys went to sleep on me. Forget both of them.
Y'all
CM Punk is now a star.
My bad.
That show how much they was listening to me. Bump both of y'all.
I was listening to every word. I
I
agree with what you said. I agree with what you said.
You ain't hearing nothing I said. I hope your pinky toe go numb.
All right, y'all. We're on the time
Too
limit
late.
now. Let's go. Come on.
No. I pretty much said what I said.
MD.
It possibly could have been because everybody had their TV on that day because of the fight. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that had something to do with it.
I said three things after that, MD.
I know you did.
Yeah, he's saying he don't care about the other shit you said.
Wow.
He said
No. I can see the allure. Oh, I'm sorry. I can see the allure of Collision. I ain't gonna front. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, that's why I said I'm assert myself. I'm gonna get dedicated. I got everything DVR now. Like I said, it's even to the point where I'm thinking about going to Collision on Saturday.
We'll
see.
go.
You got to.
Yeah,
You know,
please
Trevor,
go so you
Trevor
can give
hates
us
everything.
an upfront report.
Trevor hates everything. And he watched the whole show. Trevor hate everything. You know that. Trevor wake up and everything be like, hey, and he be like, I can't stand your ass. That's Trevor.
Hey man, we're on the time limit here, man. Stop cutting the man off. Go ahead, MD.
My bad. Go ahead.
No, I'm finished, man. I'm finished.
Man, yeah, I really think y'all need to watch it. That's all I say about that. But Venkat, what do you think about the numbers? Like, I mean, this went up a lot, and it's been on the decline since the beginning. Like, what do you think attribute to that?
Word of mouth. It takes a little bit. They started off out of nowhere. It just takes some time to, get. I mean, they've been doing good shows, even though the shows haven't done good ratings. So after a certain point, I guess word of mouth caught around.
Well, let me tell you what I think. I'm gonna tell you what I think is drew the crowd this week, and it's not. It wasn't CM Punk until Saturday, because CM Punk, since the show started, has done nothing to make me be like, oh, I gotta watch it. What drew this crowd is who's the best thing in AEW right now, and that's the Revival. I don't care what nobody says. That tag team has legit put the whole entire company on their back. And
that's probably it.
And I'm telling you, because hey, listen, the way I reviewed that match last week, everybody had to go listen to it. But
Revival.
That company, that tag team is so fantastic. And the match, God, Mike.
No, say their name.
The match that they had against MJF and Adam Cole was tremendous. The fact that you could put two single wrestlers and make them put on such a fantastic match. I think the tag team is what drew that. But just like Mike says, what CM Punk did in that interview segment, that is what's going to keep them. So the Revival is what brought us to the dance. But what CM Punk, because now he's going back to old 2011 Summer of Punk. I'm sitting in the middle of the ring, crossing my legs. The fact that he spray painted the AEW title and the look on Tony Schiavone's face, because Schiavone does not like when you desecrate a belt, it was priceless. And CM Punk said what everybody's probably been thinking: I have never been beaten for this belt. And I just say, as much as y'all say I hate AEW, I hate AEW because of y'all. Y'all are the reason I hate AEW, because y'all don't keep AEW in its place. I could look at AEW and be like, damn, boy, this is a fantastic wrestling show. Will I ever watch Dynamite? Probably not, just because I don't have the time and I'm not going to make the effort to do it. But is Collision my new number one wrestling show? Absolutely. And Mike is right. That show was tailor-made for me. Venkat, you got to find some way to watch that, because watch what they do to bring that show in. They have the guys do pre-tapes before the match talking about what's going to happen. We've been talking about that forever. Wrestling needs to go back to that. And the best thing that they did on the show, outside of the tremendous matches, when they were trying to explain why Julia Hart, that's her name, Julia Hart, was in ringside with Buddy Matthews, former Buddy Murphy. They said that she can be there because she had a manager's license. Come on, man. What's more old school than that? You got a manager's license. I'm sitting there watching this, and the ladder match was fire. I'm not. That's why I just can't understand how y'all think my view of wrestling is. The ladder match was fire. I think it was too good to be on regular TV again because of the commercials. But and that one, what spot was that, Mike? That was a sunset bomb off the top of the ladder where Matthews' head almost hit the ring rope. You can't be doing that, man. Like, you can't do that. Some shit you just can't do. And why the hell were they putting a mask on the pole on a thing? I mean, you know, whatever. I get that mask was busting too. I need to get that.
That's Idolo's whole mask.
But bro, I can't. If the wrestling is good, I'm not gonna complain about it. Like, I have not watched Monday Night Raw in 3 weeks. I watched SmackDown because I love Roman Reigns, but the AEW Collision is that's what I'm gonna watch. Like, that's my wrestling show. So it's probably gonna get to a point now where I'm gonna need somebody to start watching Monday Night Raw for me and reviewing it, because I can't watch it.
It's trash.
I can't watch it. I can't watch and I'm gonna make a lot of fun of you, Venkat, when we go to review this this SummerSlam card.
Bring it.
I can't watch a show that is giving me rematch after rematch after rematch. I can't watch a show that's not giving you one thing. They did do that was good. They gave us Gunther versus Gable, and that for the 5 minutes that was tremendous. Gable is awesome. Like, that guy is crazy, and they are going to let Gunther break Honky Tonks Man records because it's only like 30 days away, so they might as well do it. But that's that, man. Y'all get it, man. Listen, look at me just gushing over AEW, man. Look at that.
First off, I was not trying to interrupt your flow, sir, but there is no wrestling team in AEW called the Revival. I need you to show respect.
Mama naming them the Revival. I'm gonna call them the Revival.
That's why your beard crooked. Now back to
the hate.
Hate is so serious.
That team is so good, man. Like,
what team? FTR.
The Revival, man. When you
FTR.
watch,
what FTR stand for?
Free the Revival.
Yeah, free these anyway.
Free the Revival, right?
Yeah.
So he's right. It is the Revival.
It's the Revival. I can tell you, man, God, I could send you back to. I could give you 10 matches of theirs right now that would knock a match off of any one of your lists. Bro, that team is too good. Like, it's to a point. They are the Brain Busters. That's what they need to call themselves. And they use the Midnight Express's music. So that's what popped me big time. But Mike will tell you, man, it's the tag rope. They grab the tag rope for everything. They know how to work. Man, come on, man. That team, I love tag team wrestling. Like, but man, that team, look at me gushing over AEW, man. I got to change this.
Hey, let's be clear. AEW has the second best storyline going in wrestling. I never thought I would ever in my life see MJF as a face. I didn't know it could happen, and pull it off. Pull it off. Yo.
So it takes a superstar to do that. Would you say that, Mike?
Hey, that's what I was just about to say.
Okay.
MJF might be their second superstar.
I remember a bearded man somewhere in this world was saying MJF is not a superstar.
He's not a superstar. He's fantastic. He's not.
I said it too.
Not yet, man.
He's not a
superstar.
He's a superstar.
Sir, if you haven't seen the promos they've done, if you haven't seen the out of the ring segments they've shot, if you don't see them coming down the ring together, if you don't see them, bro, MJF is selling this face hit, bro. It's like, I'm terrified for him to have to go back heel because I didn't think he could be this good as a face. I thought he was one of those people that's going to be a perpetual heel for his whole life because he can't pull it off. This man showed me layers. He showed me dude. When they was in the, and he's playing it so perfect because he's doing Healy type stuff while being a face. So they'll be like, he's like, hey, you know what? He's like, I'm gonna make you do something you never want to do. He's like, what? Eat Chinese food in Boston? Like, he's still doodling on Boston, but he's doing the good, bro. MJF is I have to get, and in the ring he representing. In the ring,
he called Roger Strong a damn creator wrestler. That was funny.
Yo, that was so funny, bro.
That was fun. I was like, damn.
So where are these
generic as hell?
Where are the promos and stuff taking place? Because they don't do promos on Collision.
Hey,
Party
you know
on the
what?
YouTube channel.
I'm going to somebody put them all together because that's what I love to watch. Because one of my favorite things is to watch the Hangman Page 2-year storyline because that was amazing. They put together this storyline with just him and Adam Page. I'm gonna send it to you tonight. I want you to watch it. You're gonna love every second of it.
There's a guy that I watch on YouTube. I think it's like Wrestling with Andy or something. He does that. He'll do like the whole what was Bully Ray's club in TNA? What was that?
Aces and Eights.
Aces and Eights. So he'll put together the whole entire storyline of that. And you should sit there and watch that hour and it'll catch you up with everything. Like that's what I'm saying, man. Like I love the best. I said the best show I went to this year was an independent show. Like I love wrestling. And speaking of, and I'm gonna say something again. I think the reason why I love Collision so much is because I'm glad that Switchblade didn't go to WWE. I didn't know Switchblade, so I could have cared less if they shit on him.
You hated on him for a little bit,
but because I watched him wrestle, that guy could never work over there, and he gets over in front of this crowd. And you going to WWE isn't that big of a deal anymore. You may get a couple more $100,000 a year, but as far as the exposure with the internet, everybody gets seen the same amount now. I mean, would it kill AEW to make some of their shows more accessible? But we'll get to that later. But I don't think, and I'm gonna get to this next story because I know Mike's gonna love this. Breaking news.
But you better not say what I think you're gonna say.
Hangman Page. The Young Bucks and Kenny Omega have all re-signed with AEW.
Let's go
to multi-year deals. And again, to that, I say fantastic. It's a good move because Vince wouldn't do nothing good with them. He wouldn't, and it'd just be wasting guys. And then I had to come here every week and hear y'all talk shit about how, oh God, they burying Kenny Omega and blah blah blah. Yeah, I think this is better for them just because they got their thing. Kenny Omega does what he does. The Young Bucks do what they do. Page do what they do. I'm not going to discredit anybody being athletic. What they do may not be for me. I'm more, my favorite is the Revival, but I'm more of that. But I'm glad that they're staying because they would regret the 2-year contract that they would have signed with WWE. I know they would. They would have probably made more money, but after the initial buzz of having a Young Buck versus New Day match, not New Day, a Young Buck versus Uso match, then they would have just pushed them to the back and it would have been Barry City. So I'm glad. I'm actually glad because I want wrestling to do good. I'm really considering getting that AEW title, but it costs. Yeah, that shit costs a lot of money, man.
Hey, Van Cat.
Hold on. Last thing, like, and speaking of AEW too, see again, all their Van Cat, you got to start watching the show, man. All their belts are phenomenal. Let me tell you, their tag team belts look like the old WCW belts. The world title belt is fantastic. And they got this belt called the what is it called, a TNT or TBS title?
They got both of them.
One of them has like a green mark and one has a red. So I saw the red one, but the belt looks so nice because it's dual plated and it just got that one line of red on it. Oh man, they look like something that you want to win. I mean, that you want to fight for.
Right.
Yeah, I love it, man. I'm sold. I always said from the beginning, you can go back since we start bringing them up. I said, if they do something that could draw me in, then I'm probably going to be the biggest fan because I love wrestling.
I want to make 2 predictions. Van Cat, get the timestamp. I want to make 2 predictions. One, Trevor's going to wear an AEW shirt in the future on the show. That's one. And 2, and more seriously, I really believe after this contract is up, Cody coming back.
I heard somebody bring that up.
Yeah, that would make sense. That would make sense.
After Vince is through doing the sting job on him, let me get you in here just so I can screw it and get back. He gonna look at that mustache. He gonna cut it off with like a razor, cut off half of it, and run back to Tony Khan, get his vice presidency back or chairman or whatever, and he gonna come back a bigger star.
I hope he bring Triple H with him.
Huh?
I hope he bring Triple H with him.
Yo, you already know how I feel about that. That's one of my big ones. If Triple H ever, oh my God, yo, I'll take Stephanie too. I don't even like Stephanie. I'll take Stephanie. They could bring the kids. Just please leave WWE so it could crumble like Rome.
If that ever happened,
crumble and destroy itself.
If that ever happened, that would be like the NWO thing. That would be like, Scott Hall, Kevin Nash showing up, and Hulk Hogan coming not in the NWO. That would be like one of those kind of moments.
Yeah, that would probably be the biggest moment of modern day wrestling.
Hello, and I'm all for it.
Because you know what happened, right? Vince McMahon, he just went through like 5-hour life-threatening spinal surgery, and the jackass is still booking the show, making changes and everything.
Yeah, that's weird. That's weird.
I'm done. I can't.
That
deal with
ego,
it.
I
man.
told you, bro. Vince gonna be like Futurama. He gonna be a head at Gorilla.
Yeah, you heard he just gotten. I think the Fed just raided his house.
Oh, really?
Oh, look it up.
That was him or Trump? Yeah.
No, that was both of them.
Yeah, they did. Okay, I did see Vince's name.
Trump got indicted again. They ran up in Vince's crib looking for that mustache spray.
Hey, Triple H just said that AEW is a secondary option or secondary market, something like that. Yeah, he always tries to like put them down where they, I guess supposed to be.
How did he say it? Because you're not good on context. How did he say it?
Oh Lord, I'm not good on context. Because
hear me out. Did he say like when Cody broke his stone, like, oh, they're shit, they're not, that pissant company, or was he saying in the context like, yeah, they're not on our level yet?
That's pretty much what he's saying. That's pretty much what he's saying.
That's a big difference, though. He ain't wrong about that, but he'll be working for them soon. I mean, because look, man, we've all seen the changes. For those of you who do watch Raw, and apparently nobody is, because they can't crack 2 million for anything. It's the same old crap. I literally haven't watched Raw in 3 weeks, and I don't care to watch it. It's like it's 3 hours, so it's too long. The same boring, repetitive matches that you see 100 times. Because when we get to messing with VanCat, we won't really get into some of these booking decisions that they've made. Yeah, man. But y'all watch Collision. I don't know about Dynamite, but y'all watch Collision.
But it's the flagship. How could Raw do anything wrong? It's the flagship.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got it DVD. I got it DVD.
Yeah, don't waste your time watching Raw. If you do go back and watch Raw, just watch for like Tommaso Ciampa versus Nakamura. That was good. And
Seth Rollins promo.
And I didn't see the highlights of that one, but damn, what the hell? And Gable versus
Gunther.
Because Gunther just better than everybody. So I mean, it ain't no.
I did see that match. I saw that match.
You saw that chaos theory that Gable hit.
Yeah. Somebody had the whole match on YouTube, like the whole match.
How can they get away with
minutes? Yeah, I think it was only 5 minutes.
I can't. How the hell they get away with that? I could put the Horseman beating up Sting for 5 minutes and I get blocked. But then they could do a whole wrestling match that's current.
Sir, you asking the wrong question. Is how can they get to my phone before they cancel it? That's what you need to be thinking. How can I watch it before they get it on?
It's probably already gone by now.
Yeah, you got to get it on and get it on.
No, but man, we've done videos on here. Hell, you see over in the arena, they blocked out a hole while we were doing it. They put the whole damn thing black.
Yes,
because of some copyright thing, bro.
Meanwhile, I could watch like an entire 3-hour event from WWE or whoever. I can just go there and it's up there. It's just weird. It's like they pick and choose. Certain YouTubers can release things and others can't. I can't even play like 3 seconds.
You know what I think it is? I think there are a collective of people who just go around snitching. And if they snitch, then you get caught quicker.
I mean, but they
No,
mess
dead ass.
with they mess with small channel. Come on, man. It's a small channel, man. Why like we ain't no damn monetize or nothing like that. Go after the people that's actually making money off of what
Exactly.
they're doing.
They
Don't
feel your
Exactly.
potential, my king.
we just doing it just to enhance what we doing. I do want to go down this collision card though. I that, like I said, that ladder match, y'all please go watch that collision and then go make sure and watch that revival match from the week before against the golden what they call it, Golden Club or Golden Bullet Club,
The Golden Bullet Club. Two
but
badass tag teams.
the ladder match was phenomenal. I mean, Andrade versus Johnny Gargano was one of the best NXT championship matches I ever seen. So Andrade finally being able to do his thing. I mean, I get kind of freaked out by some of these bumps that they take, but I mean, it's what they do. So, is what the climate we live in now. But that was phenomenal. They had this women's match. I don't know this young lady, Kiera Hogan. Versus Mercedes Martinez. Mercedes Martinez had one of the best women's match I ever seen against Meiko Satomura in the Mae Young Classic. That was tremendous, man. If y'all can find that, please go watch that. But Kiera Hogan, all I can say about her is she has a great asset. That's all I can say.
I knew you were gonna say that. She wanna what you call as baddies. She's behind your homegirl.
What's up
one
with
of your
Jade?
homegirl little girls.
What's up with Jade? Is her contract up? I see she's been teasing
Yeah,
that.
I've heard some things. I heard she's on
Yeah, I have
vacation.
too.
I heard she got a little beef with AEW at the moment. Whatever it is, they need to go rub her toes, kiss her feet, and say sorry.
Yeah, she put out a tweet saying that she considering not coming back. So
Hey, her man make hella bread too.
That's why I said that, because I wanted to see if she's still listening. But
Wow.
Jade,
Trevor's the instigator.
But Jade, I wouldn't be surprised if Jade shows up on WWE TV. I don't know her contract status, but why wouldn't she?
Because she don't need to. I think she enjoys being who she is, but it has to be worth her while. You know what I'm saying? Like that girl. Who's that girl in the WNBA? Cribbage or Cribbage?
You asking me you asking me about WNBA?
Well, there's a tall. She's damn near like 6'8" or something like that. Big girl, and they have
you talking about the Australian girl.
Yeah, and she be
Yeah.
bodying dudes in the post, like, move. She got nasty in the post, and they keep on like messing with her, and she just be like, all right, I quit, because she been on like 4 teams in like 6 years. She's
Did she
like, yo,
dunk?
stop messing with me.
Did she dunk?
She probably can, yeah. Like
But they're not dunking.
she got a
she like
post
6'10", bro.
She like 6'10".
Yeah,
she
but-
got a post game like the Dream, bro, like a young Dream. She nasty, and she not
could be
ugly.
dunking.
She could, them girls be dunking.
Because they're not doing any dunking in the WNBA, and they
They
won't
are
lower the goal.
dunking. They not dunking like the NBA, but they dunking.
The
They
fact
need to lower
y'all
that
know
goal.
so much about WNBA is shocking to me.
What?
Where can you even find it? It's not promoted. That's why.
I ain't gonna. First of all, she looked attractive to me, so I watched. And then I saw her doing a post practice, so I watched more. And then I think I watched a couple things on YouTube. That's why I get my information from. But I ain't never watched the game.
The only thing that could save the WNBA right now is if Angel Reese decides to come over, because they'll have a resurgence like they did when Candace Parker came in. Because when Candace Parker came in, then they were like, everybody was like, oh yeah. If
that
Angel
white
Reese,
girl gonna save the WNBA. You heard me say it first.
Who?
The white girl that Angel Reese was beefing with in the
Well,
finals.
no, they'll have a good rivalry then. They'll have
Right, but I'm saying the white girl specifically because she gonna bring in hella white girls. You know, when white people got somebody white to cheer, they gonna show up and spin bread. That
Isn't the
white
whole
girl
league
gonna
white
save
though?
it. Huh?
Isn't the whole league white?
No,
Yeah, you got a lot of them.
There's a lot of white, but there's no white. I think the only white superstar is Della Donna, and she's not like. You gotta understand this. The white girl in college, her whole game is like somebody stole Steph Curry's game with a Monster ball. Like,
Yeah.
That's
Caitlin's her name. Something
yeah.
like Caitlin. Yeah.
When she get in the league and she start lighting it up, they're gonna be like bumper dunk. We shooting from the, you know what I'm saying? We shooting from the parking lot. Like when she get in the league, I'm telling you.
It's dead, bro. Angel Reese, that you making the NIL, you getting NIL money. You ain't gonna get what you can get from NIL from WNBA.
Oh, I thoroughly agree. I'm not disputing that.
Yeah,
I'm just saying if the white girls show up, it's gonna be a problem.
Because I think Angel Reese already hit 1.3 million, and
she's a millionaire.
What's the highest WNBA contract? Like 100,000, 200,000?
If that.
Yeah.
The Denver Nuggets mascot make more than WNBA high school.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Why I don't hear you railing against that? Well, I ain't getting into this one with you.
Gil Arenas said he had because you heard about the guy they just banned. Y'all ain't heard nothing about it. All right. Ooh. So there's a YouTube troller, right? Who got 4 front row tickets to a WNBA.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, he's a jackass.
Yeah, but
he's a jackass.
And then he went to sleep on. Gil Arenas said they should have not banned him. They should have hired him and had him doing stuff to the other team. Every team should get their own little YouTube. Like, I thought it was genius. Every team should get their own little YouTube person or get somebody to bring some excitement. Like what's that movie that Andre 3000 was in about basketball?
Yeah, with Will Ferrell. Will
Ferrell.
Tropic Thunder. Not Tropic Thunder. I know what you mean. I have it on Blu-ray, but
right, it's a great movie. They need to do stuff like he did.
What the hell are you talking about?
There's a great.
You never seen that
with Trevor.
You know what they're talking about?
Yeah,
I think I know. It's the one where Will Ferrell wearing the high shorts and
right. It's
the white uniform.
They're in the ABA and they're like in a no name team or whatever.
And Andre 3K was in it. Anything with my dog Andre in it, I'm gonna give it love. But the show, it was a good movie. And what he did was he did a whole bunch of outrageous stuff to generate interest in the product.
Fighting a bear at halftime.
Yeah,
or some crap.
You know what I'm saying? They don't. I'm like, why would you get rid of this? This guy had them on ESPN. People was on ESPN showing the game, and you got to show the game if you show the guy. I'll have 15 of these guys at every game.
Or the WNBA. They could up their entertainment value by lowering the goddamn goal and, stop playing games.
You gotta have inclusion though. They gotta be just like the men.
No, they don't, because the basketball is smaller. If they want to be just like the men, the basketball would be the same size as the men's basketball. See,
I didn't know that.
They pick and choose what they want to talk about and what they want to.
I told you I think that was Manosphere. Y'all keep sitting here acting like he this great guy. He worse than me.
Oh God! Hey, there you go, twisting what I'm saying.
But this last thing about this whole superstar thing, I'm gonna show you a prime example of a superstar. So I don't want to give it away. Where okay, let's just say I'm in the vicinity of the Miami. Miami has a soccer team that plays in Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah,
that plays in Fort Lauderdale. They have a soccer stadium that's close to me. And it's called the Gold. It's called the Gold thing. You know where it is, Mike? It's where Lockhart Stadium used to be on those grounds. Yeah, but it's called like the Drive Pink Stadium or something like that. But you could walk up any given day and get them tickets for like $3 any given day. So
not no more.
However this happened, they were able to land Messi.
Yes, sir.
Now, when his first game, that's when you talk about a superstar. His first game was sold out so much that you had people, the line to get to the stadium just to try to get an aftermarket ticket was wrapped around the damn to Commercial Boulevard, because people, this one guy on a soccer team, I see if it was like a quarterback or something that really impact the game. But this one soccer player, and bro, that's the thing of a superstar.
No, sir. That is a global superstar.
Yeah. That's global. How did they land him like that?
I'm so glad
he's old. Messi
you ain't heard about the contract?
Yeah, but who's paying that contract? They can't pay
everybody. Every team in the league put money in to get him in the league, bro.
Yeah, because it's a publicity stunt, bro.
Yes, bro.
He was in
team
Atlanta a
put
couple
up
weeks ago.
millions.
Like it was man, it was packed.
Bro,
when
if you
they
got
played
time,
Atlanta.
if you got time, look up the contract. Not how much he's making. Look at all the stuff he got. Look at all the percentages and what they did. They basically was like, hey man, they went to the bank and was like, hey, account 7, 8, 3, and 2, just go ahead and clear those out. Just go ahead and clear those up. Matter of fact, keep them in there. Just change the name on it. They just because you know how much money he make out there. He make bread out there. So
Yeah,
for him
soccer
to come here,
players
had to
get dough.
he get dough out there. There's only 2 other people out there making money like him outside of America. And this dude came here. They backed up the Brinks truck. They gave this man percentages. They gave this man equity. I'm talking about every team in the league. And instantly, the tickets went up, I think, $150 a ticket.
There was 200. They were 200 a ticket in the cheap seats.
Oh, you mean the ticket price went up, but the players paid didn't say the same, right? They actually allocated the funds accordingly.
There you go.
You know,
Look
you
what
mean
you started, Trevor. Look
the
what you
rules of
started.
the game didn't change, and they just kept the people at the same freaking salary.
Hey, and Ricardo's saying Beckham landed him. Because I know there was rumors one time that David Beckham was going to join the team down here.
He
But
did.
He went to the Galaxy.
Yes, he's the one that's
He went to LA Galaxy.
He went to the Galaxy.
I'm talking about in Florida.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking about the MLS.
Yeah, but even back, bro, this signing is bigger than
Way
Beckham.
bigger.
Yeah, this is bigger than Beckham.
Only thing that can make this bigger is if they sign that black dude and
Mbappe, the Boppy guy.
Mbappe, or if they sign
Yeah.
Ronaldo. That's
It was an Arab team. An Arab team offered Mbappe $1.2 billion.
Billion!
And he turned it down.
He was like, nah, I'm good.
Bro.
I'm good.
1.2 billion?
$billion
And he
with a
turned
B.
it down.
All right, my daughter been asking me to sign her up for soccer. We might have to
Yeah, Bill, man.
we might have to do something here because that's crazy. So why is football? I don't want to get in this conversation, but why is football so underpaid when you look in respects to everybody else? Baseball makes more, NBA makes more.
Because it's a plantation.
The most violent sport don't get, and you see what the owner of the Colts said to Jonathan Taylor, Bill Irsay, that's his name.
Oh, he bad.
Yeah, Irsay. Yeah, Irsay is a bad owner, bro. He always been a bad owner.
Irsay said I could die tomorrow. He said I could die tomorrow. Jonathan Taylor could die tomorrow, and nobody would. He said nobody would think twice, or nobody would even remember. I'm like, come on, man, you the owner of the team. This guy works for you. And that's the shit you say, bro.
That's what a slave master would say to a slave.
You know they say football is the lesser skilled sport. That's what they say.
I can see that, MD. I can see it.
Of course.
Because you just
don't
gotta
take much skill to bounce around somebody's head on there.
They're saying you can get any nigga off the street to go.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
It takes skill
That's
to earn a
basically
jump
what it
shot.
Yo, this is literally why
I'll give you that.
I can't stand America. This is literally why I can't stand America. Because you can't look at football and how unfair it is to the players and still get mad when people do their holdouts, when they do their antics, when they do all the stuff they do, because it's literally a plantation. Like, not figuratively. The way they do running backs is crazy. And I'm not saying I don't understand it, but the way they do them is nuts. It's like, yo, you gave me a good two. And if you remember who was that guy who ran for the Dallas Cowboys? I ain't talking about the one that just got kicked out the team, the one before him.
Oh, not DeMarco Murray, Marion
yes,
Barber.
DeMarco Murray.
Yeah, it was DeMarco
You remember
Murray.
they ran that man into the ground until he had no worth? And then
Running back is a dead position, Mike.
Huh?
Running back is a dead position now.
It is now. DeMarco Murray was way back then. They ran him into the ground and then got rid of him like, all right, we appreciate it. Good looking. We'll get somebody new. It's nuts to me. But for a sport where everybody is potentially high percentage of getting injured, to be the one sport where there's no guarantees, like that, where it's not fully that's crazy. And they do it because they can get away with it. You can't tell me a man could buy a team for a couple $100,000 and that team is worth multiple $1 billion and they can't break. And I want to get mad at them, but the freaking punk idiot players signed that BS.
Yeah, it's a player. I mean,
they signed it. And
I know Comrade Venkat will say they were forced into it, but they weren't.
I don't know how I'm Comrade.
But
what Mike's saying today, I said months ago.
But that's I was about to say that Mike, you missed that conversation 2 weeks ago. But this is what I did want to say about that. MD, who was the last running back that you could remember that made it to his second contract?
I can't remember. I know who
when you say second contract, you mean out of their rookie contract?
Out of their rookie deal, and then they were able to go on and get a big contract.
I know who
Zeke.
it is.
No,
Zeke did. He got an extension.
Yeah,
he got an extension. I'm talking about he got a new 5-year deal and stuff like that. That's
the white boy.
That's why. Oh, Christian McCaffrey. Yep.
Oh, McCaffrey. Yeah.
There you go, white boy.
But hey, yeah, that's a caveat though, because they eventually traded McCaffrey.
And he's not a pure running back. He plays every position.
I agree.
So there's some value. I ain't gonna lie, because
and they traded him. They traded him to get more money in their cap.
Yeah, I'm not saying no. I agree, but I was just asking the question.
I had somebody tell me one time when Miami gave Tyreek Hill $120 million contract, they're like, "Oh man, aren't you mad about that?" I'm like, "Mad for what?" I said, first of all, it ain't my money, so I don't care. And second of all, if he can help my team win a Super Bowl, I don't give a damn what you pay him. Hell, it ain't my money. Why would I care? This guy going out there putting his damn life and health on the line. Hey, give him everything he could get.
You know, that's where the running back's money is, right? The wide receivers took it.
Yeah, because now your scoring is about points.
Yep.
Like I heard somebody gave a good analogy. They were talking about we gotta move on. But they bringing up the NFL running back and comparing them to the NBA center.
Oh yeah,
that they're both dead positions. Like, because ain't nobody ready to run up and down the court waiting for you to set up your game through the center. But I'm old school.
I wish the Hawks had a center.
I'm old school, so I'm always thinking a big man. I remember me and Venkat, we always growing up playing at the park and stuff. He was our big man because he was big. Because Rashid played power forward and guard.
Venkat in the post.
Yeah, he was our big man because he was like the thickest out of all of us. So you throw him the ball down in the paint. Now that shit ain't gonna work. And he had the same one ass move. He gonna get the ball, he gonna fake it to the left, he gonna drop his shoulder, and he gonna lay it up every single time.
Every time.
And couldn't stop it
every
single time. But you don't see that in the NBA no more. Like this a little man game. I mean, I get it. I guess.
You know what? I think it could come back if they do a Dwight Howard. Because I think Dwight Howard could have been the savior of the big man if he wasn't a lackadaisical piece of trash.
AKA dumbass.
Say it again.
AKA a dumbass.
A dumbass double threesome with two men. Yo!
Whoa.
We're not gonna go there, Trevor. But you need to look it up. You need to look it up, Trevor. We're not gonna
Nobody ever talks about that.
Nah, we'll talk about it on an 8-hour show.
They always ignoring that. Like it never happened.
He's just a little freaky boy.
Dwight Howard in China now, right? I believe he's in China.
I believe he's in Thailand. You get it? You get it?
Oh damn, lady boy, huh?
Yo, Trevor's doing research right now, harder than the mud. Trevor's like, what? Yeah. Yo, did you see? No, I'm not even gonna talk about it. But all I'm saying, I want to ask you a really serious question. If they lowered the goal and the WNBA had 9 feet and they was dunking like crazy, would you watch?
Yes.
I probably would.
There would be a lot more entertaining things happening in the game.
Okay. I'm just
now it would open up
there.
That's a shoot. Della Donna probably.
Because they're
like the
bleeding money for the NBA. They're losing millions of dollars every
of
year.
course. They've never
for the
had
NBA.
a profitable season.
No, and it's what over 25 years now.
Yeah.
Damn,
It's not a new thing.
That long?
It has not been 25 years.
Yes, it has.
Yeah.
The WNBA started in what?
It's been a minute. It's been a minute.
96 is when it started.
Stop lying.
I'm not. I remember when it was coming out, when they were talking about it starting and everything. That was 96.
Because I was in love with Dawn Staley. She's like a little munchkin. I wanted to jump on it, but anyway,
she just got a big got a big contract to coach what was it, South Carolina?
Yeah, she a bad girl.
I think she got like a $42 million contract,
and she deserves every cent.
And that's a lot for a woman, though. I mean, considering you got a guy like Jimbo Fisher making, he get a clause in his contract that he got to make $1 more than the highest paid coach.
Yeah, somebody had said, WNBA they feel insulted when you ask them to lower the goal and all this other stuff, even though they got a smaller ball, but whatever. So they act like as if it's so bad, but yet if they want equality, then they could just go right into the NBA. It would be equal at that point.
That'll never.
Because if you're that great, you should just go right into the NBA. But you're not. So you have a women's league. So it needs to be tailored to women, their size and their ability.
Nene, I told you.
He swallowed about 3 red pills before the show started.
That is not. You guys all twisting what I'm saying. I'm a realist. I'm about reality.
With that logic, Van Cat, you okay with transgenders in women's sport? With that logic?
No, I'm not. No. They would have their own transgender league. They would not be in the women's sports.
Transgender league.
Would you put them in the men? Would you put them with the men?
They can if they want because they're pretty much men. Yeah.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah. I mean, these things aren't hard. We just make it hard. I'm just looking at it for what it is. And I just say how it is. I don't have an agenda, is what I'm saying.
Y'all wanting to give everybody a participation trophy is what did it. They're giving out 10th place ribbons and shit like that, just so everybody could feel like they did something. That's what it is. You gotta call it what it is. If I didn't know 25 years, man, damn.
Yeah, 25 years of bleeding.
Damn. That's crazy.
Yo, who pissed off Van Cat today?
so all right. So Van Cat, we did get a proposition. And I told the guy I'd run it by you. A guy sent me a message. He actually sent it a couple of months ago, and I just saw it because I don't really check things on Facebook.
That's good for Trevor.
He sent, you know what it was, because he sent it to the Straight Talk Society messenger. I checked the other one. So he sent us a message, and yeah, first, because I thought it was kind of weird at first. And if you listening, I always just gotta tell the story. I don't even remember his name, but he'll know who I'm talking about. So he was like, do I have the Peacock network? And I'm like, okay, that's kind of odd for somebody to lead with that. So I was like, yeah, I got Peacock. What's up? But he didn't respond again. So I'm like, all right, well, maybe he was trying to sell me something or whatever. So he sent me a message back and he's like, I want to know if you guys would review a pay-per-view for me. I'm like, well, shit. Okay, what's up? So he finally sent it back to me earlier this week. He wants us to review SummerSlam 1991.
Oh, that's good. That was a good SummerSlam, except for the main event. But yeah, that's not bad.
Was that the match made in? Was
match made in heaven, match made in hell?
Okay,
where Ultimate Warrior held up Vince McMahon for money and
okay. So I told him
that was a bad match on paper. It failed before it came on air.
I told him, and he got fired the minute he ran down the aisle.
He was gone.
He ran right into that pink slip. I told him, but at his Hall of Fame speech, he showed the check. He said he never cashed it. I don't believe that. Probably was a photocopy or something. Because I heard he held him up for about $300,000. He held him up for a lot. I'm not sitting on that money. But I told him we'll get it in a rotation once I hear from you. So we got to do that. And secondly, we gotta touch on this Cody Rhodes documentary. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm gonna watch it this weekend. I'm hearing everybody I hear talk about it. They say it was phenomenal. They got AEW footage in there. So I definitely want to talk about that next week, because I think from everybody that I heard, and I'm talking about like the wrestling bigwigs, they said it is the best documentary they've ever seen from WWE, which WWE do some good ass documentaries. So I'd have to be the judge of that.
Yeah, that's a big statement.
Yeah, because that 4 Horsemen DVD and that Dusty Rhodes DVD was like the best. Man, those were tremendous.
Hey, y'all heard the Von Erich story? The Von Erich movie about to come out?
Oh, they got a movie?
I saw the trailer art for that.
Damn, people just love opening up old wounds, huh?
Yeah, man. Hey, Kerry was my dude back in the day. But
you knew he was missing a foot?
What?
Yeah, he has a prosthetic leg on. Even at SummerSlam 91. I mean, he had it on all throughout his WWE run.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't find that out until I was watching the what was it? What's the one WWE did? The Tragedy and Triumph. That's a good one too. The WCCW and Triumph the Tragedy. That was fantastic, man. Damn, but Fritz Von Erich, when he did that, when he made that quote, he was like, "God, please stop killing all my boys. I'm running out of them." I was like, bruh.
He got one left.
Man, that was some hard shit to listen to when he said that. Like all his boys died except for Kevin. That's crazy.
That's a big statement. Best documentary.
Yeah, that's why I want to watch. I mean, because it's Cody. I want to watch it anyway. But
I'm trying to think of the ones that I've owned. Like I had Thy Kingdom Come. That was a good documentary.
Yeah,
the Triple H one.
I think they could have done better with that one though. But I love Triple H, so it was all good to me.
I had the Benoit one, the Hard Knocks. I had that one.
Have that one.
Yeah, but
Ride the Fall.
No, I would have.
WWE documentaries are not the greatest of all time. That's for sure. I think the A&E stuff is better because A&E is involved.
Tell him, Van Cat. Tell him.
It's true. I mean, it's a biased organization. They overlook certain things. It's fine for what it is at the time.
Hey, the winners. What's it saying? The winners get the write history or tell the story. However the hell it go.
Yeah, it still don't make it right. It still don't make it real.
I know you hated that rise and fall of WCW. I know you just threw that in the garbage.
No, I got it. I still got it today. Anything that WCW, I bought it. I got it right away.
W doc was decent.
Yeah, that was good. I like that.
Yeah.
But again, it would be way better if somebody else did it.
They do some really good documentaries. So I'm trying to say, like, if like Sean Ross Sapp said that it's the best he's ever seen, I mean, he's about 10 years younger than me, so I'd have to kind of call that into question, because I've seen some great documentaries from them. Shit, you know what I found out too? Last thing before we get to the Money in the Bank review.
Not Money in the Bank. You keep saying that. It's SummerSlam.
SummerSlam. Mike, remember earlier I was talking about Conan the Barbarian or Conan the Destroyer, whichever one. You watched that one, right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Grace Jones.
Awesome.
So you know.
Oh yeah, I heard the 14-year-old. Yeah.
No, but I'm not even that. Well, Venkat, you know the queen in there, the girl that they were trying to save.
Yeah.
You know she was only 14 at that time, right?
She didn't look 14.
Venkat, she was 14. I just found out today because I love that movie. So it randomly popped up on my timeline, and I'm at work listening to a documentary on it. And they said she was 14, and it got to a point where they had to cut out so many scenes so they could keep the PG rating. Because there was a scene where she seduced Arnold Schwarzenegger. The fact that he was 37 at the time and she was 14, and nobody's talking about that, hey, I guess
nobody knew. I didn't know. I'm just not finding out about this right now.
They had to know, man. I'm talking about them. Of course, we didn't know. We were like, shit, in 82, 84, I was 4 years old. And I probably didn't watch it till like 87. I didn't know anything about that. But
did you see Arnold Schwarzenegger's documentary series on Netflix?
No, I'm not paying for no Netflix. I ain't got Netflix.
It's must watch. It's 3 episodes, 3 1-hour episodes. It's amazing. Like from the beginning to the end, and how he talks about what happened to his life. It's really good stuff. Top notch.
Really?
Now that's a documentary to watch right there.
Kanye West documentary was fire.
I had to see if I could pirate that. But what I was saying, so Mike, you know, at the end of the ending sequence on the Conan movie where he was fighting that horn monster,
Yeah.
Ripped it out.
you know who that was, right?
Nah.
That
7
was
feet
Andre
Hall.
the Giant.
Who?
Andre
Word?
the Giant.
That could not be Andre the Giant.
It was Andre the Giant because they said that they needed somebody that would be bigger.
Yeah, but Andre the Giant is also wide.
No,
They
not
needed-
not when he was young.
when the last time you watched that movie, Van Cat?
I saw it probably 3-4 years ago.
Go back and watch it again. It was Andre the Giant. I'm telling you, I just watched because they were like they said that it was that they said he was so young in his career that they weren't even accrediting him yet. Yeah. So it was like one of them things like
That don't make sense. It happened in the 80s. Andre was known in the 80s
I mean,
throughout. I'm just being real about it.
I mean, this man don't. Boy, Van Cat
Conan the Destroyer.
know everything, right?
Conan the Destroyer was not in the 70s or the 60s. It was in the 80s.
No,
Andre was known in the 80s.
No, he didn't make Princess Bride as yet, so he wasn't known in acting.
Hey, they have a picture of him and dressed as Conan next to Wilt Chamberlain and Andre the Giant. I remember seeing that.
You can't tell, man. You can't tell Van Cat nothing, man, because he know. Hold on.
First of all,
I need to change this.
Being right isn't always the point.
Oh Lord. Oh my God. First of all, you're misconstruing what I'm saying. I'm saying you just said that he wasn't known. It's the 80s. He was known throughout the 80s.
He wasn't accredited in the movie. That's what I said.
Okay.
He was wrestling since what? Like the mid 70s, right? Early
No,
70s.
earlier than that.
So look, of course they knew him in wrestling, but he didn't do the Princess Bride until later.
87.
So he wasn't known for movies. They said that they needed a big guy, and they saw this guy, and it was like, well, damn, he could dwarf Schwarzenegger. And that's
I
who was
looked it
under
up.
the
Yep.
thing.
He played Dagoff. Yeah, he did.
Dagoff, that was his name. Yeah, okay, you can't tell Van Cat nothing. He don't know. But all right,
Oh,
hey, man,
Lord.
peace to my boy Jermaine watching over on Facebook. All right, we over an hour. So all right, we got to breeze through because we only got an hour and 45 minutes left. So let's get into this SummerSlam, and we're gonna save the juicy stuff for the end. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I don't give a shit about this SummerSlam card. I'm gonna watch
Oh Lord.
but so I'm not trying to prolong this. So but we are gonna make some fun of Van Cat right now because I don't know what the hell he was doing. So let's get into the first match.
What does that mean?
The first matchup on the card: Dominic Mysterio versus Rey Mysterio. Oh! Where the hell did you get this from? This ain't a match on the card. What are you doing?
Oh,
Hey, he did the same thing he did to you.
what are you
Finally,
doing?
it's even.
First of all,
AEW
What are
revenge.
you doing?
oh my God. First of all, this guy willingly is setting me up. Willingly.
Hey, you the producer. You supposed to have everything ready for me.
Oh,
And all I'm supposed to do is just talk.
first of all, it's up on the internet. So I just grabbed the image. I just grabbed the image. I mean, we all say we don't know what the matches are days into it. We don't know that. I don't know.
Sent me, because he sent me the cards today, and I'm like, why he sent me so many cards? And I'm looking at them. I'm like, man, this damn match not on here.
Then beat it out of there. You don't have to put it up.
Oh, when it was the AEW, they know you ain't care.
Hey, you see my avatar?
What's the avatar? Yeah, So, well, I mean, yeah,
that's them.
Okay.
All right, so let's
Conan, Andre, and Wilt.
Yep.
Let's get into this SummerSlam from Detroit. A very interesting thing though. They scaled the stadium to only hold like a little under 50,000. Why they did that, I have no idea. It's not like they couldn't have sold the tickets.
They probably couldn't.
Huh?
They probably couldn't.
They scaled it for like 46,000 and they sold like 46 plus. They could have.
They probably couldn't.
They sold out WrestleMania already, Van Cat.
Oh Lord.
And you the one came on as you know what? I ain't arguing with you.
Shout out to
the
Cardi.
guy.
So let's get into this. Let's get into this match card. Oh, here's another match. We have the tag team champions KO and Sammy versus DIY. Nope, you don't have them because this is not another match on the card.
Oh Lord. Oh God.
That's SummerSlam 2024.
Man, what is going on? Hey, this would be a fantastic match though, and hopefully DIY would take the belts from them. So I applaud you for booking ahead. You having some hindsight. So let's get into the women's tag team championship match. You have the champion Asuka versus Charlotte versus Bianca Belair in a triple threat match.
So a rematch plus Charlotte?
Yeah, so a rematch plus Charlotte. I say I have Asuka. I have Asuka winning the match and Io Shirai cashing in on her at some point. With me wishful thinking Jade Cargill destroying Bianca Belair at the end.
Jade gone. So I don't think she's coming back to the AEW. She
Man,
gone.
y'all better cut that foolishness out.
That's what I was reading the other day, that she may
Read
not
it
be
again.
signed.
This is
Read it
good
again.
Photoshop, man. Charlotte don't look that good.
Damn.
Hey, my wife be riding on Charlotte. Like I'm like, damn, she not that bad. She be like, man, that's an ugly woman. Like Bones say that Ruby Riott is the ugly. What's her name? Ruby Soho is the ugliest woman in wrestling. So I wouldn't say she is, but she's close.
Nah, that who's Abadonia? What's her name? The chick who with the makeup.
Now I embrace it, Venkat. So who y'all got in this match?
Yeah, I got Oscar. I don't know about the cash in, but I got Oscar though.
I want Oscar to win, but I don't know if that's what's going to happen. I'm not sure. If Oscar doesn't win, it may be Charlotte that wins.
If the mustache gets out the hospital in time, or if his Wi-Fi doesn't crash, y'all might see Charlotte with that belt.
Yeah, that might happen.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we all got Oscar with the exception of Venkat.
No, you didn't even.
I mean, my God, Mike just said it. You can tell he got ears for stuff that just don't sound right for me.
Jermaine crazy. Hey, okay, I read it wrong. Bailey definitely got the ugliest title. Yeah, Bailey not. You crazy. All right, give your pick again, man. I was preoccupied.
I said if the Wi-Fi in the hospital don't go bad, Charlotte might win again because the mustache don't play that. So watch out. I know it ain't gonna be my black sister because she still got the whack juice on her.
And she really don't need it. She don't need the title. She need to go berserk and go back to NXT Bianca.
Yeah, you notice how you say that about everybody? They need to go back to NXT version of themselves. Because
crap. Hey, real quick. I gotta do this. I gotta give props. If y'all haven't watched the NXT Great American Bash, that show was awesome. Because I love professional wrestling. That show, I think it was this past Sunday. Yeah, it was Sunday. That show was phenomenal. It like that and AEW Collision was the two best wrestling shows I watched all week. So if you haven't, go check it out. The world title match between Ilya Dragunov and my boy Carmelo Hayes was listen. That match was an instant classic. Like that was
when he did that thing off the top rope. Yeah,
you saw that, man, bruh.
That was painful.
All I'm gonna say is go watch that because Ilya Dragunov is gonna be the NXT champion soon, but they didn't have to take it off from him there. Roxanne Perez versus I forget the girl's name, but they had a real good street fight. Their street fight was actually better than most of the men's street fight that I've seen. Even the guy Venkat that I told you to go look at, the Don Tony D'Angelo, him and his boy Stax won the NXT World Title from Gallus, which I was shocked that they actually beat Gallus because Gallus is awesome. That was a really good match. The pre-show match, which I didn't see, but from the highlights, that looked like probably was the best thing happening in wrestling in a month. That was so doggone good. the title, the North American title match with Dominic Wesley and Mustafa Ali, that was really good. You say what you want about Dom, but he elevated that match like crazy.
I saw that riptide that Rhea Ripley did on Wesley.
So you saw it?
Well, I saw that part.
Yeah, Rhea Ripley is just on a whole nother level. And so the only match I really didn't care for, and it's just because they're both green, was the NXT Women's title, Thea Hale versus Tiffany Stratton. And Tiffany Stratton is basically NXT Charlotte. Once Vince McMahon gets his hands on her, he's gonna probably fire Charlotte. She's athletic. I love her finishing move, but the thing about her, she's still robotic. Like she's thinking about all her moves a step ahead. And the Tiffany, the Thea Hale girl is fresh out of high school. Like she legit just graduated high school last year. So, but the match the match was okay, but to me, it wasn't the best on the card. But just, if y'all got time, I mean, to go back and watch it, watch the Revival versus the Golden Club first. Watch that first.
There's no group called the Revival.
The Golden Bullets or whatever the hell they call. Watch that first, then watch the Revival. Watch the Revival versus MJF and Adam Cole, and then go watch that NXT card. You don't have to watch Raw or SmackDown. And that's coming from a 30+ year WWE fan. Oh, Bones, I forgot about that. Gable Stevens, his debut, so it backfired on them because they thought that because he was an Olympic gold medalist, that he was going to come in and have all this cheers. The fans booed the shit out of him. And he was up against Baron Corbin, and it got to a point where everybody wanted Corbin to win because Corbin went back to like the lone wolf gimmick.
Yeah, I saw his interest. That interest was hard with the pirate ship in the back.
Yeah,
that was hard.
NXT Corbin was the best. There I go again. So Mike was right. NXT Corbin was the best. And that went to a no contest though because they ended up fighting on the outside of the ring. But he's green, but he got some suplexes for your ass. I'd love to see him and Brock Lesnar at some point get in there. But yeah, I couldn't end the show without bringing that up, man, because that was really nice. Oh shit, it's raining real bad over here. So let's get through. All right, so we got that match. And what I think is going to be the humper of the night, the lead up has been shit. Hear what I'm saying? The lead up to this has been awful. Because Ricochet has 0 promo skills, but they giving them 0 to work with. But you got Logan Paul versus Ricochet. I think this is going to be every spam your finisher match. You're going to see every finisher move possible, but Logan Paul has to win this match because he hadn't won a match since WrestleMania last year. He has to win this match.
Yeah, I can see him winning this. I can definitely see him winning this. I mean, it's Ricochet, like, you know what I'm
saying? That's a problem in itself.
You're right.
Ricochet is one of the most skilled guys on their roster, and he's getting punked out.
I just want to see his girlfriend. Like, y'all can say the rest of that. I ain't really enthused by either one of these dudes no more. Logan, he's like
this match should have happened after Royal Rumble. It should have been a WrestleMania match.
Yeah, that's the problem.
The year is almost over.
Yeah.
Ricochet too busy running through the damn women's roster. You know what I'm saying? So
hey man, this girl cute, man. I like the look and her voices. I like when she announces the Imperium. That should be go hard.
Literally, okay. Huh? Literally, huh? Her and the girl from NXT.
Yeah,
she killed
that. WWE always had their black ring announcers always were the bomb. They had Cody's wife,
Brandy. Yes, sir.
So Cody's wife, Ricochet's fiance, and this girl they got in NXT called Alicia Taylor, Alicia Tyler, something like that. Yeah, they all badass.
Isn't that never mind.
So I think that is a porn star.
That is a porn star name, but she fine.
Okay, too. So I may have said the wrong name then.
You just brought back memories. Ooh.
Y'all tune in Friday night to Straight Talk Sessions After Dark. I guess we will be discussing all things porn, possibly.
Good segue, sir.
All right, so yeah, Ben Cat is like, oh God.
Hey, Trevor been trying to hold me back. I'm gonna get unleashed one of these weeks.
Venkat, who you got in this match?
All right, 'cause it's probably like what MD is saying and what you're saying. It's probably going to be Logan Paul, the predictable way. If it's me, I would rather have Ricochet win, but it's probably Logan Paul.
Hold on, who the new Dolph?
Yeah, Jermaine, who you saying is a new Dolph? He probably saying
The new
Ricochet.
Dolph Ziggler.
Ricochet,
Yeah,
yeah.
he probably saying Ricochet. Yeah,
I
okay,
can see that
okay.
comparison. That makes sense. That makes
I can
sense.
see that. I can see that because I still
Because
love
Dolph
Dolph.
Ziggler is also
Big
very
bumps and
skilled.
losing every match.
but
Yeah.
they didn't do him like that in NXT, bro. That's why I don't understand, man.
He the new Sandman.
NXT was bro. These all right, whatever.
I can't say enough. I hate that SummerSlam logo. I don't know what the hell they thinking with that crap. It just pisses me off. The color is just so dull, muted, and not lacking life. It's just
I'm gonna
horrible.
start calling Van Cat Garfield. You
Yeah,
sound like Garfield when Garfield hates something.
yeah. I also love lasagna too. So
My dude, and you can sleep with a broom. My dude, I ride with Van Cat.
All right, so let's get into this match. For the United States. So we have a fatal 4-way for the United States title between Chad Gable, Bobby Lashley, Montez Ford against the champion Austin Theory. No, we don't, because this isn't a match either.
Yeah, I was looking at this. I was like, "What?" I thought he was going to get Santos.
I'm
what the hell?
It's not.
I mean, this guy is setting people up for failure. Like, I send you stuff, you filter it out if it's trash. I don't know that. But he went right to air with it. Oh, I got some gold here. I'm gonna go ahead and bring this right to the show. My goodness gracious, filter! If you know what it is, filter it out. My God, damn!
Hey,
this monkey mouth bastard put the damn thing up there.
And what should have gave it away is that you notice the matches that our matches have a different background color. These matches that he made
That's
up
not true.
has this fluorescent.
I didn't make it. That's on the internet. That's on the internet.
Where you found this?
On the internet. And there's
So
a
we
real
troll, so we trolled the hell out of Trevor, is what you're saying.
Oh my God.
Because
Oh,
he was tired of Mike with that AEW show.
Yes.
And he's like, well, damn, let me get Trevor. But you didn't know
Van Cat, you are forgiven.
you didn't know he was going to turn back on you.
You are forgiven, man.
Anyway, I'm sure this would be better than what we're gonna actually see. Anyway.
Oh, yeah, because you're not getting anything with the champion.
Yeah.
You're not getting anything with the champion. What they're doing, again, this match should have been Austin Theory versus LA Knight, but it's not. You know what they're doing? They're doing Santos Escobar versus Austin Theory, the SmackDown before SummerSlam. So you don't even have your
second time.
I thought
you don't even have your US belt on the card.
So it's the second time this happened where he's wrestling on SmackDown, but not the pay-per-view. That happened on Backlash.
I'm supposed to give a shit about this belt.
Yeah, that's funny.
Another.
Oh, the rain's starting to get him.
Yeah.
Hey, let's just admit it, everyone. Vince does not like Drake. He does not like Drake, bro. LA Knight is not gonna get no shine. Vince don't like him. I heard a story that he just said that he just thought that LA Knight just started getting a little bit of heat. You heard that?
Oh no.
He said it recently. He said Vince just, I think it was like a week ago, he's like, LA Knight's just starting to heat up. I'm like, what?
People been yelling his name for the last at least 4 or 5 months now.
Bro, I've been hearing that bull. Yeah, everywhere I go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Vince is
It's getting bigger.
You feel me? Yo, the mustache and the ego is a piece of garbage. I can't stand him. Oh my goodness. I gotta find a picture just to hate him. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
All right, so
yeah, I thought that that US championship match was on the card. Damn, that's crazy. They're gonna put it on SmackDown. Wow.
Yeah, well, another waste right there. That just don't make sense.
It's high level foolishness. I don't understand.
Yep.
And I'm confused. I don't get it. But I also don't have to care because I can watch AEW. So you guys enjoy. Oh man, that sounds funny. That was funny. All right, so let's see what's next. Let me look for it. Should we go for the bottom to the top or the top to the bottom?
Bottom up.
Yeah, it's on you.
Bottom up.
We'll go bottom up. They got the Ronda Rousey, Shayna Baszler, the match, the grudge match. They're finally best friends turned enemy. Who you got, Venkat?
Anybody but Ronda Rousey. I can't stand her, man. She just looks so miserable at all times.
Yeah,
she seems out of place in wrestling right now.
She had a good run too. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I saw matches when she first came in. They were good. They were decent, and not so much right now.
What about you, Mad Dog?
Yeah, it's gonna be Shayna, man, because reports coming out saying that Ronda trying to get up out of there, which is unfortunate because on paper this should be like a top tier match on paper.
I agree,
but because of Ronda, it ain't gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Well, it's weird to me that all of the stuff that Ronda Rousey has done, she can't get acclimated to like wrestling. I don't. That's weird. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it is what it is, man. The sooner the better, and let Shayna do her thing. You know what I'm saying?
I hope
she
it's
need to
not
get
an
up under
ego.
the shadow anyway.
I hope it's not an ego problem, and I agree 100%. I think that if Ronda's a real true friend, she'll go all out to make this the best send off to push Shayna as high up into the stratosphere as she can, because she deserves it. She's been her shadow for the longest.
Yeah.
All right, so everybody thinks Shayna should get it. All right, I like that. Let's go to the match that should never have been.
Trevor isn't even trying to get back on what? He should have been on there.
Hey, there's a reason I'm B Mike. We'll be all right. We'll be all right.
We got this match that doesn't even exist. He's wasting time on this crap. That wasn't even a real match. Wasted all that time, and now it's stuck on the screen for eternity.
That's all right. All they need to hear is our voices, and they need to see Cardi in the group chat. That's all that matters. My dog Cardi holla at you, and Nene holla at you. All right, now we got the match that should never have been: Cody Rhodes versus Brock Lesnar.
So you don't like the fact that they're wrestling at all,
sir? I think this should be a WWE Heavyweight Championship match. He should have the title, and Brock should be coming at him, and he should never have a shot at the title again. That's what should be happening. What should be happening is this should be the hottest thing right now, because Cody should be champion. But because he's not champion, all I'm seeing is them wasting Cody's time until they give him the backdoor Whopper Jr. title. Everything I see with Cody in it is just them wasting time until he can get back to, it's gonna end up being him fighting Jimmy and Jay to get a chance at Roman 2 years from now. Bro, I'm so sick of it, but I digress. Let's stay on focus. What do you think? How do you think this match is gonna go?
All right, so this is the second match, I think, right?
No, I think this is 3. Isn't this 3?
Oh, yeah, you're right, because Brock Lesnar won the last one.
Yeah.
All right, so this is the match to decide who's the winner. So I'm hoping that Cody wins this match. I'm hoping that Cody goes over on Brock. And it should be a good match, because the last two I thought were pretty good as well.
All right, Mad Dog.
Yeah, Cody should go over. Like, the aura of Brock Lesnar it's gone, man. It was a big.
He's getting ready to leave too. He's getting ready to leave. He's gonna retire.
It's no longer a spectacle to see Brock in the WWE ring no more, man. I think Brock know that too. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
In the background, we busy right now.
A piece of lightning, man. The lightning
figured it out.
Knocked out the whole system over here, and it's
after you were saying all those lies and misrepresentation, the lightning would have had it struck your ass.
Whatever. We need to hurry up. We need to hurry up and get through this. Just
all right, we're trying to finish. Hold on,
because it's lightning bad over here.
All right, so this is how I feel personally. I think Brock. I think if Brock Lesnar were to take a step back and leave, I think the show could actually develop some stars, because the specter of Brock Lesnar makes it so that the majority of people on the roster can never get a title shot, because you're not going to believe most people against Brock Lesnar. You're not gonna believe. I think you got Seth, you got Cody, you got Roman, maybe and Gunther. Who else you really believe against Brock Lesnar? And who else you really believe that the mustache is gonna let go over Brock Lesnar?
Well, that's a booking issue, though. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I'm saying, but I'm talking about the specter of Brock Lesnar too. Like what we were just talking about, the specter of Brock Lesnar. I think.
Hold on. What match did I leave off on? Because I don't want to miss anything.
Oh, you left off. No, you left off on a fake match. I already did the Ronda Rousey and the Shayna Baszler match, and now we're on Cody and Brock. Go ahead, man.
But what did y'all say about
Yeah, we didn't even pick nobody for Austin Theory and Santos.
Yeah, because I was right in the middle of
SummerSlam.
I was right into the middle of what they're gonna do though. They're doing a battle royal on SummerSlam, and I think that's where LA Knight is gonna. I think that's where LA Knight is gonna win it and challenge Theory. So it doesn't make any sense, but that's what they're doing. So all right, and I got Shayna Baszler. They did a video package between those two. Best thing them two's ever done since they've been over here.
Yeah, we all decided we hope that Ronda on her way out sends Shayna to the moon, gives her a rocket in her back, gives her the best match she's ever had.
So Vince McMahon could turn her back into a vampire?
Pretty much. That's what he's going to do. But go ahead, Mad Dog.
Man, I don't even know what we was talking about. What match?
Brock.
I was saying, I think this is a perfect opportunity because, like I said, the aura of Brock Lesnar is not there no more like it used to be. So why not use Cody? If you're going to still have Brock doing stuff, why not use Cody to lessen that effect? You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Cody should beat the hell out of him.
I personally believe that Cody should beat him worse than Roman Reigns did when he left him under that mountain of chairs and tables and everything. I think he should whoop him worse than that. I think this should set Cody up to be the hottest, biggest star blazing that he ever could be. But I also think he worked for the mustache. So
that's not what's happening. Cody Rhodes is losing because they already did the injury angle on Monday. And if Cody Rhodes does win, then Bray Wyatt will come out and attack him at the end. That's what's happening. Sorry, I'm rushing through this, but it's lightning terrible over here, and I don't need the quality of my show getting any worse because of what just happened. So one thing though that I realized though, even though I got kicked out, the show was still able to go on. So that's
we kept it going.
So you have the next match, the women's world champion Rhea Ripley versus Raquel Gonzalez. Guess what? This one's not happening on the show either.
Yo, man.
They did an injury angle and Raquel's not in it. You have Becky Lynch versus Trish Stratus. Guess what? This one's not happening on the show either. It's happening on Monday Night Raw in 2 weeks in Canada. So pardon me for not being enthusiastic about this SummerSlam card because it's shit.
They got your boy.
Did you guys talk about Seth Rollins and Finn Balor?
No, I was going up from the bottom.
All right, here we go. A match 7 years in the making. Long story short, I got Finn Balor winning because Seth Rollins needs to take some time off.
That cat?
That's pretty crappy that's how it is right now. We know he got a little injury or whatever, so it's kind of obvious what's going to happen. So Finn Balor is going to win by a default.
But Balor's not leaving as champion.
Oh no, I see the plot twist and the destruction of House of Black Part 2.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, I hope it don't go that way. I hope I want Finn to win, but I hope they got to give time for that angle to linger. And if they do it like that, and especially how hot the Judgment Day is right now, you know what I'm saying? I think you'll be blowing your load too quick if you do it that way.
Which is all Vince McMahon is known for. Here's $1 million. Don't tell nobody.
Yeah.
But like I said, they got too many shirts out right now, so I pretty much already know they're about to blow them up. So
Yeah, I mean, this I don't know, man. This lightning,
Uneventful.
this lightning,
Uneventful.
the lightning messed me up, man. I don't like anything I do being half-assed, and I just feel like now I got this big ass gap in my show, and
Hey,
now
there
this
is no
damn,
gap. We held it
this
down.
damn
Bro. You
lightning
good.
is flashing like crazy out in the back. So at the end, we got the match for the fake gold belt. Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso. I mean, you
Now
can
you
mark
skipped
this.
your boy.
You can
Your
mark
boy
the tape.
Gunther.
Mark the tape. Gunther ain't got a match on this show.
I thought he
Yes,
was
he
fighting Drew
does.
McIntyre.
No,
Yeah,
Gunther
yeah, he
does
got
not.
Drew McIntyre.
He got Drew
Oh,
McIntyre.
well, you sent me all these fake cards, but you didn't send
No,
me that one.
no, you downloaded all the fake cards.
You send me
Because
all
that
the fake cards,
no,
but you don't send me the
no,
ones for the good
no,
match.
I sent that one. I sent that
Yo.
one. That's one of the first ones I sent.
Frustrated Trevor is my favorite.
That's I know.
Man,
You just,
send me all the fake cards, but don't send me that.
you better okay, you better look at your junk, Trevor. 'Cause that was one of the first ones I sent. I was wondering why you went to the main event already.
Yo, Frustrated Trevor's the best.
Yeah,
I'm gonna watch this back like 3-4 times, bro.
Trevor,
Yeah,
it's not,
he send it. I don't know why.
it's not the first time though.
But you got
so bad at you.
all right. So you got Gunther versus Drew McIntyre. I
Oh
mean,
Lord.
Gunther got to win that.
You know Gunther ain't losing. I don't know. Why would you bring Drew McIntyre?
Resign him. Yep.
You sign him up to line him up to a big loss in his first.
Yeah, that makes
I
no
don't
sense.
get that.
Makes no
Like
sense.
I don't understand. Like it's I sit here and I lay here on this bed and I whisk up some of the BS's fantasy bookings I can think of with the storyline, and I'm just some regular old dude with a beautiful mustache and nice waves. You telling me all they writers can't come up with better stuff? And if they are, why is the mustache?
Well,
Horrible.
unless they're making the story that he's so many days away from beating Honky Tonk, and then Drew McIntyre actually beats him.
That would be
then
terrible. That would be terrible.
Why is that terrible?
That would be
That a guy beats a guy that not only he takes his championship, but he takes away his opportunity to be in the record books.
The only
How's
way
that
that
terrible?
would work. The only way that would work is if Honky Tonk comes out and blasts.
Oh
him
my
and-
God, you don't need Honky Tonk participation at all. You just not only did you beat the guy, not only did you take his title, you also stopped him from making history. That is a huge deal.
You
So
know
if
why
they
I'd be
do it right-
terrified? You know why I'd be terrified if that happened? Because
What's
if that happened, it would only happen for one reason. So Gunther could go after Roman. And that would just be another reason to screw Cody out of getting that damn title. I could see the mustache doing it.
Or he could beat Roman, and then Cody could beat Gunther.
They are not going to give it to Gunther to take it from Gunther.
Yeah,
They
and
are
how,
not
and,
going to
and
give it
how,
to Gunther.
and how y'all getting Gunther over to? How you getting Gunther to Roman?
No, I'm saying the
Yo,
only
you know
reason
that
I
they're
can see
getting
Drew
rid of-
McIntyre
they
beating
get-
him is if they're trying to push him up to the higher stratosphere.
They're getting rid of the draft thing. They're not even doing that no more. Even though they just did the draft.
Where you heard that from?
Oh Lord.
Yeah,
Evidently,
I saw you posted that, Venkat. Didn't you post that on Facebook?
Yep, I did.
Venkat will post anything that he sees.
Yeah.
He a propagandist, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
He don't look at the rep. That bitch could have said backyardwrestlinginc.com in my bathtub. He's like, oh shit, look credible to me.
WrestlingInMyBathtub.org.
All right, now
I got it on tape.
Yeah, now I done got over my frustration.
I got it on tape.
What I think they should have done to Drew, Drew should have came in after the world title scene, because he's not good. I mean, come on, man, they ain't gonna have him beat Gunther. Gunther is what, 31 days away. Monday he was 31 days away from Honky Tonk's record. I mean, nah. They're gonna have, and you know why they're gonna have them break that record? For the same reason that they have New Day beat Demolition's record, because they don't like those guys. So they want to be able to say that, hey, you're not in our record books anymore. So if anything, whether it makes sense or not, is so Vince McMahon could continue to be petty. Gunther should have already been wrestling Seth Rollins for the world title, and then the rumors should be true. Gunther versus Cody at WrestleMania for the belt. It should have been for Roman's belt, but you ain't getting it off of Roman.
Yeah, pretty
Did I-
much.
did I just hear myself
anybody that
talking?
do a shoot interview. anybody that do a shoot interview, like you on Vince hit list at that point. So I can see what you're saying, but it should be a good match though. I think it's gonna be one of the best matches on the card.
I've heard that before. I heard that when AJ Styles was wrestling Seth Rollins. The match wasn't really all that. I don't know.
We'll see.
I got a reason to be upset.
Oh Lord.
I got a reason to be upset. Venkat just wake up being a Debbie Downer. Like, I hate to see what this guy had for breakfast in the morning because you
I didn't eat breakfast.
Exactly. This bro. I mean, there's no reason this match shouldn't be awesome unless you're saying the only reason the triple threat at Mania was good was because Sheamus was in it. Gunther has not had a bad match ever since he's been on the main roster.
Walter?
Shit, Walter ain't had a bad match since he's been signed with the company.
All right, on to the everybody get your prediction in.
All right. I got Gunther. I mean,
it's definitely gonna be Gunther.
Yeah, Gunther should win, yeah.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna say
Come on, man, can't do it for your boy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Drew.
Of course he is.
Vancat said 3MB gonna come out and with the assist.
He rather that than me having some legit heat and having Honky Tonk Man come out.
No,
that'd be crazy.
We don't need Honky Tonk.
Bro, that would if I know they would never do that, but that'll be like the funniest thing. I'd probably have to get up and turn the TV off. No, wait a minute, because this is the same company at SummerSlam. What about 5 years ago when John Cena was wrestling Seth Rollins? Seth Rollins was the U.S. champion and he was the world champion. If John Cena beat him, he got both belts. Guess what they did to get out of that? They had Jon Stewart come out and hit Cena with a low blow. So this company is not beyond having random guy X come out and save a match.
I'm not gonna lie.
They got a history.
Pretty funny.
All right, and then we got the main event. The main event of the evening is a tribal match, tribal rules match, which they still haven't told me what that means. Between
you put your foreheads together
between Roman Reigns and Jey Uso. What I'm hoping gonna happen in this, I mean, I roll the tape machine. Roll the tape machine. Roman Reigns is gonna win this match. But what I'm hoping happens in this is that when they come out, they just fight. That ain't gonna happen. Don't look at each other for 8 minutes. Just come out and fight.
They're not gonna do that.
That's what I'm hoping happens.
I'm hoping the whole Fatu family come out, the Anoa'i family come out, and everybody surround the ring like a lumberjack match.
That would be better.
And they just go and they just
go at something big to happen. I like that, man. This match is underwhelming to me. Just because of, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta have something for this to be the main event. Something huge gotta happen. I don't know what it's gonna be, but it's gotta be something huge. And they should be all over the arena. You know, like if they gonna keep it with tribal rules block, they need to beat the hell out of each other. Like
MD, what is tribal rules though?
I don't know.
Exactly. They didn't tell you. Because they can't bother. They can't bother to tell you the main event of one of their biggest shows of the year. They can't bother to tell you what the damn rules of the match are.
Ooh, I got a better one. They bite off of the Hardys, and the match don't happen in the ring. It actually happens in Samoa, in a big ditch like Kickboxer. Remember that movie with Jean-Claude?
Yep.
And then they put their hands in resin in the glass.
That's right. That's that tape fist.
You feel me? Tape politics. Holla at your boy coming on a Tuesday near you.
Trump, are you bathing or something? What the hell is that?
I'm telling you, man. I'm in the middle of shit. Bones on here. He'll tell you. We're in the middle of a lightning storm.
Yeah, it's storming real bad over here.
I'm telling you. I wouldn't have just got off the damn stream like that. The whole damn house went dark.
Aww.
All right, so who do we have for Roman versus this guy?
Man, Roman versus anybody is gonna be Roman. We all know that. That man ain't losing the title anytime soon.
Yeah,
the
Roman.
biggest news is Paul Heyman ain't carrying 2 titles anymore. That's the big news.
Is it? Because
Have
he
y'all
was on
noticed that?
ESPN with 2 titles.
Well, that's ESPN, but on the show on SmackDown, he ain't have 2 titles last time.
Oh.
It was just Roman with that big golden Roman bull.
You heard what they're doing, right? They suspended the lineage of the WWE title.
Yeah.
Who told you that, Trevor?
Huh?
Yeah, I was
Who
on the show
told
when
you
he
that,
said that.
Trevor? Where's your source at?
I heard that from Sean Ross Sapp.
And
Yeah.
I told y'all what they should have did with it. They should have
Yeah.
made it the big title.
Better than Bob's Bathtub Wrestling Association.
Yeah, I mean, but that's dumb though. Because if you suspend the WWE lineage, then logically speaking, then Roman Reigns' title reign is not canon.
Exactly.
How about this? Let's go back to April. Let's have Cody beat him 1, 2, 3.
Oh my
and
God.
we don't have to deal with none of this.
And on this, we will always agree.
Oh Lord.
How about that?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what they want to do.
This build has been shit. Nobody cares about this show.
I agree.
Well, hey, wait a minute now. All these Friday Night SmackDown record viewing, how is it not a build? How does nobody not care?
Because
they've been bragging about all these ratings.
Matches aren't SmackDown matches.
I'm talking about this match.
2 matches.
This match.
Because you know what's going to happen. I'm more interested in seeing who's going to come out and attack who.
Well, we keep thinking somebody's going to come out from the family, and nobody has come out at all.
Have y'all seen their younger brother? They got another brother.
He do the same. Yeah, he do the same.
Yeah, he
move.
does the Samoan spike, but he lifts you up when he does it.
Yeah, they already talking about. They hope that their tag team, that him and whatever his name is going to be a tag team, and they're going to be under Roman
Solo.
You also
him and
got
Solo.
Umaga's son too. I don't know if that's what y'all talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, that was Umaga's son.
That's
Okay,
Umaga's son. That's their cousin.
I thought it was I thought it was one of the Jimmy and Jay's brother.
Hey, that's the same thing to them. Cousin, brother, they all like. That's the same thing to them.
Hey, hold on. Hey, Bones. Who's the ugliest woman in wrestling?
Oh Lord,
Ruby Soho.
Okay.
No, it's not.
Yeah, she got a nose on her, man. I don't know
It's
what the
that
hell.
Abedonia chick, whatever her name is.
They pulled her out the womb wrong. I don't know what the hell.
God,
Yo, you
FD,
guys are
don't fall
horrible.
for that stuff.
Y'all are horrible.
Hey, that was a good one.
Y'all are terrible.
Yeah, she got a nose on her.
Who you got in this one, Bones?
I think Roman gonna win. I just hope that they don't have Solo turn on him or have Jimmy turn on Jay or something like that. But I got
Jimmy
Roman.
gonna come out and bust Jay in the head with something.
Bro, if they have Jimmy turn on Jay, that'd be one of the worst things they could do. I think. Like, you should never.
They're on a roll. They've been doing some of the worst things they can do. So
Facts. I don't know why they act like they ain't been watching the same show. They don't care.
I haven't been watching it.
so okay. So this would be an interesting thing. What do we think the overall rating of the show will be? Because it's different going in than when it is coming out. Sometimes these matches don't look great, and then after you watch the event, you're like, "Oh man, that wasn't that bad."
I'm gonna say probably a 7 out of 10, maybe, or a 6
7
out of 10. Yeah.
I say it'll probably be an 8. My criticism is not to the wrestlers. My criticism is to the booking. The wrestlers are going to go in there and do what they do, but the booking is shit. But the matches, I think, are gonna be really good. So I'm saying like 7.5.
So
7.5 to 8.
So these matchups that we're looking at are not really that heart pounding.
I honestly feel like they should have.
I think you got some good matches going.
Yeah, you got man. Don't listen to Van Cat.
No, but look, listen. I feel like
Hey,
Balor not fighting Money in the Bank and have him fight now because they already fought. So it's like they already took a lot out of the match for me. It's not the first time we see them fight. They already did the 7-year build and stuff like that last month on Money in the Bank, and they're trying to do the exact same thing now. So I feel like they should have just had Seth beat somebody else at Money in the Bank and then have this feud with Finn Balor right now for SummerSlam.
Yeah.
This is the weakest main event in some time now. I mean, Logan Paul versus, huh?
No, I'm saying don't sleep on that triple threat match either for the women's title.
One of my biggest problems is the three biggest matches are rematches: the Finn Balor, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and Jey Uso, and the Brock and Cody. They're all the third time we're seeing each match.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's an uneventful event. I don't see any excitement for this. Hopefully, like Trevor says, the guys will bring something and it'll be entertaining.
Hey, did y'all mention the Ronda and Shayna match is an MMA match? They still haven't exactly said what that is, but it's an MMA rules match. So I was hoping when it was announced that they would have done the fight pit, but this I'm glad they're doing something. But again, we don't know what the rules are going to be.
Y'all see that picture? That's the ugliest woman in wrestling.
Yeah, but
What
that girl
picture?
covered
Yeah,
in
I
makeup.
don't see nothing.
Oh no! What you mean?
You can't trip on Abaddon, man.
No,
And she covered in makeup.
Hey,
I told you, man. Charlotte Flair looked like a 60-year-old woman cougar at the VFW going to bingo. That's what she looked like.
Right
bro.
after
I'm
she had
sorry.
surgery to remove both of them.
I take Abaddon over Charlotte any day.
Oh, you
Yeah,
tripping?
man. Yeah, Charlotte looked like the old woman about to hit on you at the bingo hall.
Yo, y'all are me. I thought I was
Makeup
the bad one.
caked
Y'all
all
are
up.
terrible.
And she did it to herself. I think if she hadn't done all the stuff she did, she would look decent. It's her fault.
Yeah,
I ain't
I
gonna
agree.
lie. It's the body for me, bro.
Yes.
It's the body for me because I ain't never seen that many straight lines in my life.
Yeah, she don't have one hip.
Ain't a hip, ain't a curve. It's just two breasts and that's it. And it looked like she borrowed them from somebody.
Yeah, she did.
Man.
Yeah.
But if that's what Ed Aldonia likes, then he can ride with it.
El Idolo.
El Idolo, thank you. The Idol. If that's what the Idol like, he can ride with it.
So, what you think this card gonna be, Mr. Negative?
Oh, that's you, Cat.
I don't negotiate with haters. Anyway, it'll probably fall at a 6.2.
Where the hell did 2 come from?
Oh no, man. Anything to troll me. Don't y'all see what he do?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a good card, man. I can see it doing a 7.5, maybe. You know what I mean? And like I said, we don't know what the surprises is gonna be. So, you know what I mean? We gotta take that into
I
consideration.
want to know who Bray Wyatt gonna attack. That's the bigger thing.
Right. So you know, and I know Seth is hurt. Supposedly he got lingering issues, but like I said, man, the greatest Raw match I've ever seen was Seth and Finn. If they could just go back to that, I'll be happy. You know what I'm saying? And that was the go home show before WrestleMania. Was it 32 when they had the triple threat for the Intercontinental title?
But MD, these wrestlers, they listen to like social media and stuff. So when they hear people saying, "Oh, that match was underwhelming," or "Oh, that match sucked," you don't think they're gonna now turn around and be like, "Hey, bro, we got to go out there and steal the show." So I don't think there's gonna be a bad match on the card. I'm saying the booking and the build has been shit, because Ricochet and Logan Paul are going to do some stuff that everybody going to be memeing and everybody going to be the holy shit and everything like that. I'm saying the build to that match sucked. Even the last line of Roman saying, Logan saying, "I'm gonna have, oh, you engaged to the ring announcer? Well, I'm gonna have her saying my name. No, I'm gonna have her announcing my name." Come on, man. What kind of PG crap is that? He should have said something. Yeah, he should have said
From
something.
Logan Paul, of all people.
Yeah, Logan Paul of all people. That's what he said. Come on, man. He should have said something filthy. It ain't like Ricochet wasn't down for it, and then that's what made Ricochet get mad and jump on him. Not the whole time he been punking him out. That's not what did it. The fact that he said, "I'm gonna have your ring announcer fiance announce my name. Come on, man. That again, that's what I'm saying is stupid. Like if AEW Collision might be talking about all these storylines and stuff, they don't do none of that on Collision. So I don't know. I don't know what none of the storylines is. With Collision, it's just some good ass wrestling, and that's it. And that's all I care about. And I think that this show is probably going to be a couple of good matches because I don't think Finn and to my AJ, I don't think Finn and Seth going to go out there and lay an egg. They absolutely not. Roman and Jimmy, they're gonna have they're gonna have to do something different. They're gonna have to completely change that up. But Gunther and Drew gonna slap, and that women's triple threat is gonna slap. I know that's gonna hit. That's probably gonna be the hardest match. And the St.
got
Louis
Grandma in there, so it's gonna be good.
And the St. Louis, I don't think Rhea Ripley's title thing has been a flop. I just found out she's hurt. That's why she hadn't been wrestling anybody. She's hurt.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah, she's hurt. She has a leg injury. So that's why they did the okie doke on Monday.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Everybody's hurt. Everybody's hurt because they got 100 wrestlers that just sit in the back. I still ain't seen Johnny Gargano yet. I haven't seen Johnny Gargano in 2 months.
That sounds like something a smart guy named Mike said once.
2 months.
Yep, I think I said that. Mike is right.
You know what, Officer Friendly? You know what, Officer Friendly? You always saying all this negative stuff towards WWE. It's all good. When I say something, I'm Mr. Negative. This milk dud with a beard is telling me I'm negative.
Go, Van Cat, go!
Hold on.
You know what it is, right?
Hold on.
He is now an AEW person.
Look at. Got the greatest beard on YouTube.
Hey, I'm coming for you.
Greatest beard on YouTube.
I'm coming for you. And I got some salt in that thing.
Hey, guys pay barbers to paint this on their face that I could grow.
There he goes.
Hey, yeah, we struggling out here, man.
Bruh.
Hey, I need to fill in every time, man. I go get my haircut.
I refuse.
Fill me in.
Hey, but MD, you got a hairline though. I ain't got no hairline.
Okay, yeah. God bless me with the hairline. I guess I'll take it.
I want them both.
I be hat fishing like a mug out here.
Then they'd be like, "Who are you?" Oh. That's my baby.
Mike, what you think this show gonna be? What's your rating?
6. I think the matches are gonna be good, but I think it's gonna be just the run of the mill. It's gonna be run of the mill. I think WWE has phenomenal talent, so it's impossible for them to have horrible matches unless Jeff Hardy shows back up, whatever. But the show is just not going to be it, bro. It's not going to be it. I think people are going to be happy that they didn't have to spend $55 on
it. I don't disagree.
Hey, Van Cat, you just don't understand. He's team Saturday nights now, so he can hate on WWE.
Is that what
now it's a different team. He don't care no more.
But I don't see. I don't. Y'all know that I used to watch NWA Power also the show with the NWA that Billy Corgan does. That was one of that was one of my favorite shows because it was so much like the old school WCW. I just like old stuff. And I think that's why Mike told me, he said, boy, they made AEW Collision for you. It is. Bro, look how I popped when they said Julia Hart could be out there because she has a manager's license. You don't hear nobody saying that. You always be wondering, damn, why is this person allowed to stand at ringside? Easy. She got a manager's license.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I'll that out later too.
Bro, that's the best, man. Come on, man.
Makes sense.
Trevor, take.
All right, MD, what you think this show gonna be?
Yeah, I say 7.5.
He said 7.5.
Yeah.
All right, so what's the, just like we did on the UFC show, what's the one thing that's absolutely not going to happen?
Roman losing the belt.
Yeah, Roman losing the belt. Yeah, absolutely. That's
mustache not making it suck.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be like any title changes on the card. The way it's looking, you know what I'm saying? The way it's looking.
This is SummerSlam, man. Bro, like I done got over the lightning strike. This is SummerSlam. Like SummerSlam, Royal Rumble is my favorite show of the year, but SummerSlam used to be talking about MD. St. Louis says Randy Orton's return. Yeah, Randy Orton, I've been hearing him, he coming for the longest. So I don't know. Maybe that back injury is worse than he needs to come back though, because Matt Riddle's dying to death on Monday Night Raw.
Now they were talking about he got his new kid. He got a new kid.
Who? Orton?
That's why you messed the whole joke up. Never mind.
Well, as much as he's coming, I mean,
there you go.
Okay. Yeah, I'm saying is they've been talking about he was supposed to come back after Mania. He was supposed to come back after Backlash. Yeah, I mean, it would have been coming.
I'm keeping Van Cat, boy. Van Cat got to show at my funeral.
Mike is a national treasure, man.
All right, so you know, SummerSlam do better. All right, so Bones, you gonna give your New Japan report, and then we gonna get into the controversy of this show.
There ain't no controversy.
Go ahead, Bones. We'll see if Venkat cannot interrupt you.
Oh Lord.
Basically, the New Japan G1 Climax. This is the 33rd edition of it. They have the World Heavyweight Champion Sonata in the tournament, and also this is the second time where they have. Usually, it's the A block and the B block, with I believe 16 wrestlers apiece or 8 wrestlers apiece. But this year they have A, B, C, and D. They added 2 more blocks to it, so it's 16 more wrestlers. So basically, everybody in the A block fight each other. Everybody in the D block fight each other. Everybody fight each other in their respective blocks, and at the end, the A block and B block fight each other, and C and D fight each other, and then the winner of those 2 fight, and then whoever wins that gets to fight at their basically their WrestleMania type show at January 1st. They'll fight the champion.
If they live.
Night 1, you had Yoshihashi defeat El Phantasmo with a nice crucifix bomb. Chase Owens, who's a part of Bullet Club, he fought and defeated Gabe Kidd, who's also on Bullet Club. So that was pretty interesting. He beat him with a pincer driver. During Chase Owens, Gabe Kidd attacked him during it. And keep that in mind for later. Tonga Loa, who was part of Guerrillas of Destiny, one of Ming's children. He got 3 kids wrestling over there. He defeated Kenta. Kenta, he's one of the greatest wrestlers in my opinion over there. Kenta worked the knee, and he used a lot of chairs and stuff like that. But Tonga Loa was able to overpower him and come back. He's the bigger fighter, the bigger wrestler in this one. Rin defeated Naruto. It was a draw actually. It went to a 20-minute draw. That's another thing that's different in this one. Usually it's a 30-minute time limit, but this year they're making it a 20-minute time limit. Okada defeated the Great Okan. If you don't know who the Great Okan is, he's the descendant of Genghis Khan supposedly. He's a good character and he got a good entrance. Okada defeated him with a Rainmaker. That was a real good match. Kyoto Kiyomi defeated Yodi Shitsu. That was a real good match. He got a nice shining wizard. The way he uses it, he don't slap his thigh like most people do over here in the States. He actually, when he runs up and he grabs his opponent by the head and like basically he pushes your head into his knee, and it's pretty nasty the way he do it. Tashi defeated Will Ospreay. Tashi, it was his hometown, and the city that they were in Japan. Will Ospreay, he's coming off the Kenny Omega victory, so he came in pretty hot. Tashi was able to defeat him, so he got a big pop. And the main event was Sonata. He fought Hikuleo. Hikuleo is Ming's youngest son, and he was the last of the three to transition to the wrestling ring. I think he's about 6'8", 6'9". They say he's about 7 feet, but realistically, I think he's about 6'8", 6'9". He's very green, but he's also pretty good. He's the only big guy in the tournament, which is also pretty new because usually they have 2 or 3 big guys. Sonata, who is the champion, he defeated him.
You
So
break
that was nice.
Bones.
Can you hear me better?
Yeah.
I was saying Sonata is the champion. He defeated Hikuleo. That was the main event. And I got night 2. I'm gonna run through real quick. Night 2, David Finlay. David Finlay is Fit Finlay's son, and he carries the shillelagh with him. I think that's the name of it. He's also the new leader of the Bullet Club, so he's somebody to watch out for. And he's also the favorite to win the tournament. He's in the C block. He defeated Ishii. That was a pretty back and forth fight, and it was pretty good. He got a nice finisher also. Hiroki Goto defeated Toru Yano. Nothing really to talk about in that match. Mikey Nichols defeated Hanare. Hanare is a guy who's from New Zealand, and he's basically been walking around with a mask over his face for the past couple months and doing interviews with a mask over his face. And when he made his entrance, it turned out he got the traditional Samoan tattoo on his face. So that's why he's been covering up his face. So that looked pretty cool. Mikey Nichols is kind of like a smaller white dude, kind of athletic. He got busted open pretty nasty in this match, and I think it was a blade job. And the finisher, he picked up Hanari and he landed on his head, and it was actually a pretty bad spot. And you can tell like it wasn't nothing that was playing. It was pretty serious. He laid in the ring for a minute, and he was able to walk out under his own power, but I don't know if he's going to be replaced in the tournament. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to stay updated with that. Shane Hayes defeated Alex Coughlin. Alex Coughlin is part of Bullet Club. That was a pretty good match. They fought all over the arena. Eddie Kingston from AEW, he defeated Shingo Takagi. It was a real good match. That was a good one. Very hard hitting. Zack Sabre, he defeated Tony Hashi with an armbar pin. So that was a decent match. I'm not a big Zack Sabre fan, but it was good for what it was. Evil defeated Tamatonga, who's another one of the Mean's kids. He hit him with a low blow finish. It was a pretty chaotic match. And the main event of night 2, Jeff Cobb defeated Tatsuya Naito. And it was the first time Jeff Cobb ever beat him. He was 0-3 against him. So that was pretty significant for him. And that's all I got from New Japan.
Jeff Cobb, a beast. I like Jeff Cobb.
You know, Jeff Cobb was who? The Monster Matanza, right?
Yeah.
In Lucha Underground.
Yep.
See, but Trevor don't watch none of that stuff.
Hey, real quick. I saw some screenshots on Facebook with Sonata with the IWGP title. Man, the leather was coming off the strap. One of the side plates was hanging. I'm like, what the hell is going on?
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not an Okada fan, but one thing I can say, when he was a champion and when Jay White was a champion, they had that belt real prestigious. But somewhere along the way, it just kind of went downhill. Like, I don't like the way it looked now. Sonata, I just don't like the way he carries himself as
apart.
Yeah, it don't look good. Like, I don't know. I'm hoping that he loses the belt real soon.
Hey, Bones, how long has Fit Finley's son been wrestling?
He's been wrestling for a while. That's why I'm actually pretty proud of him. That he's the leader of Bullet Club, and it actually made sense because I think he's been wrestling for at least like 7-8 years.
Real quick, when Fit Finley, when he retired, he was a wrestling coach at one of the high schools in Atlanta. David Finley actually won state championship in wrestling.
Oh wow!
Yeah. Real?
Oh, so he could wrestle.
Yeah.
So does
Fit Finley was coaching the wrestling team.
So then why is it in New Japan? Why doesn't he have a run in AEW or WWE?
For a lot of wrestlers, they prefer to start in New Japan because the basic fundamentals and it's a better transition because, like, for example, it's a lot of people I've seen as young lions, like Jay White. He was a young lion like a long time, like 15 years ago. He came out with just the basic black trunks and stuff like that. But I feel like if you put in the hard work over there, you get rewarded better as opposed to over here in the States.
Well, I guess
over here,
it's easier to start off high and work your way down. Yeah, that makes sense.
because over here, I know people. I'm sure it's the same over there, but I don't, follow as much over there. But it's people that's been wrestling independently and doing backyard wrestling and stuff like that, and like they still haven't, gotten, anywhere as far as like being publicly recognized and stuff like that. But over there, I feel like there are schools, they help transition you to their pro wrestling better. Like they got Pro Wrestling Noah, they got New Japan, they got different kind of institutions over there.
Yeah.
So how many rounds in this this tournament?
So basically everybody fight once, and then it's the second round is going to be 4 people, and then I believe it's the third round will be 2 people.
So is a round robin tournament or a single elimination?
Round robin.
It's like World Cup, round robin.
Basically get 2 points for a victory, 1 point for a draw, 0 points for a loss.
And then the winner gets what?
A shot at the champion at their WrestleMania event.
So now my next question is: you work more hours than me. How the hell do you find time to watch all this?
Yeah, it's hard to keep up because you actually come on at 2 and 3 in the morning, but I make it work, man.
Well, I love the commitment. Hey, one thing I didn't mention about AEW Collision, see there we go again, because it was my favorite show of the week. Darby Allin, he still sucks, but he was fighting this guy, this guy that has a bunch of like different patterns cut in his head. This Japanese guy, bruh.
Oh, Minoru Suzuki.
That dude is like a maniac, man. Hey, and the fact that what was so funny is that when Darby did that coffin drop right into his choke, and then he was so pissed that Darby beat him that he went to go in to throw the chairs in the ring, and then the ref like trying to calm him down. And I'm like, boy, he about to beat the brakes off of old Darby.
That's kind of his stick, because like over in New Japan, if he loses a match, he gets pissed and he'll like literally go in the crowd, start beating up people and beating up the young lions, and they gotta like carry him out of the arena because he's so pissed, throwing chairs everywhere.
And as great as that Collision card was, we got to call something out. Y'all don't be wanting to call out. MJF, he was over as a babyface. I give him that, because when he was, he doing the calling and MD saying he got dropped out. MJF was calling, he was going to do a Shattered Dreams. He missed that Shattered Dreams by a country mile. And if I want Mike and Bones to be honest and admit that right now.
Of course.
I'll admit it.
The camera shot it. One thing I say about AEW's camera work, their cameramen aren't good. Like they catch shit that you're not supposed. They don't shoot around stuff. Because MJF's toe went right under the turnbuckle. I'm like, bruh, you missed that by a mile, and poor Dax had to sell that. I'm like, man, get out of here with that. But that was it. Like, that was the only bad spot of the match. But
bro, he almost tore his knee when he dove out the ring.
Well, you think that's why he missed it?
Yeah. He almost tore it, bro. It looked like he almost tore his knee. And then when he cheered, I was like, oh, thank God. Whew. That ain't him, bro. That ain't him. He was just
he shouldn't. He's bigger than I thought too. He's not. For some reason, when he was on MLW, he looked much smaller. Another indie promotion that I watch, and I bet you Venkat don't watch those.
Hey Trevor, he got bigger over the course of his transition from MLW to AEW, because he was a lot smaller in MLW.
What's up with Alex with Hammerstone? Is he gonna come to a big promotion, or he's just gonna stay in MLW?
Honestly, I feel like it's a situation where he's better off being a big fish in a small pond, because if you come over, he'll be a smaller fish in a bigger pond. Because I'm not a big fan of him. I respect him and I like what he do, and I don't want to like take away nothing from what he do, because he has been carrying the company. But I just don't feel like he would fit as well in AEW. WWE would be better for him because he got more of a WWE look. But
I was about to say, Vince see that guy. Vince take one look at him and he get a Woody.
Yeah. But I think he already kind of older, especially in Vince side. So I don't know if Vince will ever want him.
and let his load
But
off.
if Vince ain't gonna take Nick Aldis, then he shouldn't take Hammerstone, in my opinion.
No, all this. Okay, so the last thing I heard is that all this is heading to WWE, but they're just trying to work it out because he still wants to wrestle, and they want him more in a producer role.
As he should. I mean, I feel like, I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm lacking knowledge and whatever, but I don't know of him being a producer ever. But he's a decent wrestler though.
Yeah, I ain't gonna sit here and act like I watched Nick Aldis. The only thing of Nick Aldis I watch is when NWA Power, when he was having that feud with that older guy. What's his name? Tim Storm.
Yeah, he was used to be Magnus in TNA, and he was pretty.
I never watched TNA. Never.
Yeah, he had a friend in TNA, and I became a fan of him then. And Nick Aldis, he all right. He decent.
Didn't Cody beat him for the NWA title?
Yeah, they all in. Yeah.
All right, so this is what we're gonna do. Now we're doing real good. I think the Lightning did that in this shitty SummerSlam bill. It's 5 of us up here. Each person, after I play this video, gonna get 90 seconds. Nah, I'm just giving you 2 minutes to get your initial point off. And I'm gonna mute Venkat so he don't interrupt you and try to sway anybody's opinion. And then after that, after everybody get their point off, then we'll all come together and discuss this, because Venkat sent me this video today, and in the panic that he was in, I thought somebody had, did something bad to somebody. So maybe it's just me, but I want let's see this video and see let's see if he justified in acting the way that he was. Because I think he want to fire the guy now. That's me interjecting that, but I think that's what he wants to do. So let me get this up.
We'll get the shit.
Uh-oh. Yeah, when you share these from your computer, they start right away. All right, so here's the video.
Let's just get the shit. You'll get the shit. You'll be knee deep in the shit.
Insane in the membrane type. You for real?
Yes!
This is bullshit.
What is it like to be you?
I'm the GOAT.
The GOAT?
I'm the greatest of all time.
Really?
Yeah, undisputed.
Undisputed? I mean, there was Bobby the Brain Heenan back in the
Screw him, he's dead.
Okay. Oh, Lord.
And Jimmy Hart's still alive, which proves that God doesn't answer my prayers.
Oh, my Lord. Wow.
You want me to prove to you that I'm the GOAT?
Okay, please.
I'm with him.
Okay.
Why would he settle for anything less than the GOAT? He's the tribal chief. He's the biggest box office attraction in the history not only of sports or entertainment, but of sports entertainment. He has smashed every box office record that WWE has ever had, not just domestically, but all over the world on a global basis. And he's done it in Saudi Arabia. He's done it in the UK. He's done it in Mexico. He's done it in Canada. He's done it here in the United States. He continues to do it on SmackDown every Friday night, just topping the previous Friday nights. Why would he settle for anything less than the absolute best?
That is a tough argument to make, but
I don't like to talk about it. I'm humble, I don't like to say all that stuff.
Well, listen.
I think that's the end of it. Yeah. So
let's just get.
Oh damn! Hold on. All right. So let me hold on, because I want to read y'all the exact message. So I want to set up some context to this before everybody sounds off on this. So I want to read the exact message. Let me pull it up. So Venkat says, okay. Hold on, because he was railing off of this. Okay, so Venkat sent me this video this morning, and he said, "You don't say irresponsible things like this. This is very disrespectful to Bobby Heenan, to Bobby and the Heenan family for no reason. Pathetic." So I just sent two thinking guys, because I knew he was going to be trying to get me into something. So then I said, "I can't wait to hear you blow this out of proportion." And then he said, "Not out of proportion, is disrespectful and ignorant." All right. So Venkat, the tape machines is rolling, and you're gonna get all that you want today. So I'm not gonna time. I want you to tell us why.
No, let them go. Let them go. Let them go first. Let them go. I don't want to poison nobody mentality.
Right, yeah.
I want everybody to have their diapers on.
Yeah, because you
put their pull-ups up.
Because you are.
And then I will come in.
It's you are. All right. So who want to go first? Let me set this timer.
I'll go.
All right, you got 2 minutes.
I probably ain't gonna need that long. Well, I mean, I ain't got no problem with what he said because he was doing a promo at the end of the day. But from the fact of what he said being the GOAT, I don't believe that. You talking about from 1993 to basically what 01? Paul Heyman wasn't doing no managerial role in any capacity. He was running ECW. So I can't call him the GOAT because his time is not as tenured as a person like the Brain or Cornette or Jimmy Hart. You know what I'm saying? So I get his point. I get what he was doing. All he was doing was doing a promo. If that's what Van Cat tripping on, like I don't know why. You know what I'm saying? But in any event, I think even if the Brain was still here or even if he was looking down at that, I don't think he would have had no problem with it. Because the Brain would have did it at the end of the day. If he was talking about somebody that was dead. So, there you go. That's all I got.
All right. So hold on. Let me reset the time. Guys, see some by here Bones clearing his throat. All right, you got 2 minutes, Bones.
All right. I can understand why people would be offended by that because whenever you talk about the dead, people are sensitive. But at the end of the day, I'm not, I'm not offended by it. And if somebody says something about Bret Hart after he passed, in a promo, I wouldn't trip about it. If it was like a regular interview where he's sitting down on his couch and he's not in, his Paul Heyman character, then I would be more offended by it. But he's in character, and I don't think that is that big of a deal. But I can understand why somebody would be offended by it. But me personally, I'm not offended by it. That's it.
Dang, y'all going quick. All right, Mike.
All right. First and foremost, I'm sorry, Van Cat. He was definitely in character. That if you saw the interview he gave when he was talking about the guy that Trevor never likes to talk about, who unalived himself after he went just as hard. That's a character who he's playing, and he's on ESPN, so he's got to be in character. He's got to show. He's got to throw it like that. And that was before Roman was as seasoned as he is now. I think that was early title reign Roman, so he has to bring it. You know what I mean? But I'm Team Van Cat. So if you want to go jump him, let's go get him, bro. I'm a ride. I'm with it. But and I want to say another thing. The reason why he's wrong is because not only was Bobby fire as a promo guy and fire as a manager, he to this day, and I know everybody loves Jim Ross, I know everybody loves Shivani. Nobody had them one-liners like the Brain. Like, you can say what you want. When I heard him say, what did he say about Coco? He's like, when him and Gorilla used to go off each other, he's like, Coco Beware's got that parrot. That parrot can live long. He's like, not in my house. He's like, in my house, he'll be in the shake and bake bag. I was like, what? Bro, you talking about my Coco Beware parrot? Like, bro, if you ever bored, go look up the quotes that Bobby the Brain has said in his life on the show. Just go look him up. He is hilarious. And I love funny. He is hilarious. So he's got a 3-pronged attack against the one thing that that Heyman does fantastically well. So, but like I said, if Van Cat want to go jump him, we go jump him. Ain't no questions. Bump all that. I ride with my dog. Now that he got them ugly WWE pictures in, we back on team. Gang, gang. I stop right on time because Mike is right.
All right.
This is going to be a slobber knocker. Good God almighty! Son of a bitch! what you've just done.
All right. I may not even take the entire 2 minutes. So one thing Mike brought up that I didn't even realize is the age of the interview, because he doesn't have the stupid gold belt. So that had to have been something that happened a while ago. So that even makes it even worse. For Venkat. MD, perfect point. I is 100% in character. The only thing I frowned about when I heard this was him saying that he was better than Bobby. The whole screw him, he's dead line. So what? I just mentioned the other day where a comedian said that somebody was a worse father than Chris Benoit. Jokes is jokes. You know, when you're a comedian, there's nothing off limits. There's no joke that's off limits. So the fact that his family would be disrespectful, I think that Bobby the Brain Heenan Paul Heyman is that much of a stand-up guy that if he was going to say anything disparaging, he would have reached out to the family and said, hey, I'm about to drop this line. The thing that I do find offensive, criminally offensive, is him saying that he was the GOAT, because no, he wasn't the GOAT. Nothing was better than the Heenan family. Bobby the Brain Heenan is the greatest manager of all time. Nobody played more of an integral role in being a manager than Bobby the Brain Heenan. And don't give me James J. Dillon, because I know that's what you're going to say. Bobby the Brain Heenan is the reason why we value and miss the manager position so much. It wasn't that his guys were feuding with Hogan. You could plug in any guy to feud with Hogan. The feud was always Hogan and Heenan. And for that, if Heenan, like MD said, if Heenan was looking down, he'd probably be laughing and said, damn, you should have went harder than that. And I'm done. See, Venkat, that's how you stay on time. And I'm not even going to time you. I'm going to give you the floor. Go ahead.
Oh, boy. Where should I start? Because the ignorance is killing me here. First and foremost, there's two things wrong. There's the shot at Bobby Heenan, who died of cancer with a disfigurement of his face, and his family is all messed up with that. And like, you bring in a guy that's long gone and has nothing to do actively. You could have pointed out people that are still active, like Jim Cornette, who would have danced around Paulie easily. But Jim Cornette is alive, and he can speak, and he has his own platform, and he can do all kinds of things that Bobby Heenan obviously can't do. So Bobby Heenan was a very easy thing to pick off that tree, that low-hanging fruit. So that was lame in itself. But he's not better than Bobby Heenan career-wise either. I think Bobby Heenan made a bigger dent in wrestling. Paul Heyman, Paul E. Dangerously, Paul E. whatever, he's great. He's one of the great guys in wrestling as far as knowing the business, the psychology of wrestling. He knows how to get angles hot, and he's done great everywhere he's been. However, he's not Bobby Heenan level. And just because he's attached to the guy that's going to be running with the title, whether it be CM Punk, whether it be Brock Lesnar, or whether it be Roman Reigns, that doesn't constitute that you're the best. You were just paired with this guy mainly because you had a mouthpiece and you were the best person at the moment for that. But that doesn't make you the best. But the cheapest thing ultimately is taking the time out of his mouth to not only say that about Bobby Heenan, which is uncalled for and not necessary. And if in your career you need to do that, then you really need to find new material, because if you're that great, you don't need to do that. Could you imagine Bobby Heenan's significant other, if still alive, or kids, or anybody connected to him that just happened to see that, and it's on ESPN, so it's probably more than likely going to be seen more so than a regular wrestling show. So it already has a high profile, and it could potentially be seen by more viewers. That's probably why he was pressured to doing it. And that's why he didn't have anything else to say. So you need to say something controversial to spice it up. But don't spice it up on people's family members or whatnot. Somebody that's dead that can't speak for themselves. That, to me, is lame. We talk about this in wrestling like there's a pass for everything that be done. We can be extra sexist. You can be racist as hell. You can be all these things, and somehow it doesn't matter until it does matter. When you go on TV and you talk your trash, and you contribute to society with negative stereotypes or all these other things, you are part of the problem. And it just rubbed me the wrong way. It rubbed me the wrong way when he did that promo with Cody and he's mentioning Dusty Rhodes. Again, another person dead. Why is he calling out people that are not here, that can't speak for themselves? If you are great, you're able to dig in a bag and get better material. Again, why? But I'm the one that overreacts. I'm the one that is taking it too far. But to me, it's a troubling trend. And then the disrespect for no reason for Jimmy Hart. What the hell? Paulie is on TV. He is being seen by millions of people every week. Jimmy Hart is not. He's retired, all in the side, just living out his last days. Why are we bringing up that God didn't answer his prayers to kill him? I mean, again, trying to be ultra risque, ultra just saying something racy at the expense of another. And I think that's pretty pathetic. Again, if you have the skill and the ability to do something, why are we taking low-hanging fruit? Why are we taking the low route, insulting people? At some point, you got to have some sort of decency, but whatever. But the thing is, if you want to do that, do it against a person like a Jim Cornette. You wouldn't do it because you know you get bodied. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say. I just think it just sucks that he's constantly doing this kind of stuff. And he's not the GOAT. He's very good, but he's not the GOAT. And his argument and just using dead wrestlers or dead managers to speak on a point is just ridiculous.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Do you think Paul Heyman went over that with Stephen A. Smith before they went? You don't think so?
Hey, that's
No, not at all.
It seemed like Stephen A. is the one that asked him about Bobby Heenan, and he just responded.
Right.
No.
If I had to guess, I think that was scripted. Listen to how Stephen A. was talking.
Stephen A. said, I saw him in interviews before talking about wrestling and talking about certain people he used to like to watch.
So
he knows.
So I'm glad you said that. Stephen A. Smith used to watch what? NWA, right?
He watched both.
But he said he was a bigger NWA fan.
He was a bigger NWA fan. Yeah.
So why wouldn't he bring up somebody like James J. Dillon or Jim Cornette or somebody?
Because Bobby Heenan's the most known, best manager. He is the guy. We all know this.
I think they went over that. I could tell by Stephen A's mannerisms and how he was speaking.
Oh, okay.
Stephen A. was acting as if he was in character.
Stephen A. always in character.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's a sucker to me, but
Yeah.
Hey, that's a whole nother podcast right there, though.
But I'm just saying, like, is it necessary to do that? Like, it's just so lame.
Oh boy!
Dump a Van Cat, just let me know, bro. We go get him.
Yeah.
Listen,
I don't know.
Them belts.
I can't. I ain't got the energy because Van Cat literally just came up here for 5 good minutes, and very 5 good minutes, because I really hope you make another clip out of this, and pulled at everybody's heartstrings. You the only one being worked here. Like, you are legit the only person being worked here. Okay. Nobody is thinking about what you. I bet you if you pulled 1,000 people that listen to this, they'd be more pissed that he said he was a better manager than Heenan. Nobody cares about the screw him, he's dead line, because it wasn't said in a disrespectful way. Like, it wasn't.
It was said in a disrespectful way.
No, it wasn't. It was.
It was fundamentally disrespectful.
He said it so matter of fact, like something like that doesn't come off your head that quick unless you reviewed it. Like that, come on, man. You really think that he just was trying to be malice? And then you talk about how he brought up Jimmy Hart. I bet Jimmy Hart was laughing when he heard that shit. Like, damn, nobody said my name in a long time. I bet you if you go to Twitter right now and look at Jimmy Hart's tweets, I bet you he's talking about it because somebody now made people remember him again. Venkat, you got worked.
I don't know what you're talking about, but all I know is that there are people that don't know about certain things that's been 10 years, 20 years old. They don't know about certain things. So now you introduce that non-knowing person to Jimmy Hart, to Bobby Eaton, especially Bobby Eaton, especially when I think of like how it's messed up he was at the end of his life. He was unrecognizable. All the crap that he went through towards the end of his life. So now family members on his end got to now hear a guy that's long gone being talked about that way. That's not cool, man. That's not cool at all.
What's the worst thing that him saying Bobby Heenan's name gonna do to Bobby Heenan?
Okay.
It's a serious question. Just ask the question.
All I know is if somebody said your name, if somebody said your name in a derogatory, you'll be all up in a hissy fit.
No, I wouldn't. Actually, I wouldn't. Venkat, you know what the one Venkat, you know what the one sin to me is. People have said shit about me on here. I don't give a shit. Just don't talk about my life. I don't care about that.
Oh my God.
Answer the question. I said, if what's the worst that's gonna happen with him saying Bobby Heenan's name? You know what I'm gonna tell you is gonna happen? Let's say for the people who don't know who Bobby Heenan is, now it's gonna make them go look who Bobby Heenan is, and they're gonna get stuck on hours and hours of video like Mike was talking about of his famous one-liners. Nothing he did is gonna take away from Heenan's legacy. This is just you being Venkat trying to poke and prod at something because you don't like how somebody said something. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't pick and choose when you want to be when Jeffrey Ross, that was his name, right? Mike, the comedian in the roast that said that Flavor Flav was a worse father than Chris Benoit. That's his name, right?
Yep.
Were you up in arms when he said that?
Oh, Lordy.
Of course you weren't.
Hey, what about the JC battle rap line to Chris Benoit? That was my joint.
Oh, hey, y'all can't leave me out here on an island. Venkat is a master troll. These past two shows, he has proven to me that he could be my antagonist. At first, he always was just the laid back guy. Now he's embracing that antagonist role, and all he wants to do is antagonize me every week. Ain't nothing in that was disrespectful to Bobby Heenan. Nothing.
Well, I feel like you antagonized me, so it's about time you get some.
And the video that Mike was mentioning, I wish I'm leery about playing these damn videos. Is when when they were at a roast or something, and somebody brought up Chris Benoit. Yeah, he ethered the shit out of Chris Benoit. You had a problem with that?
He did. What he was like, I don't give a damn about CTE. He ethered him.
He ethered the hell out of Chris Benoit. Did you have a problem with that? No, you didn't have a problem with that.
Oh, no.
Come on, Venkat. The spotlight is on you, Venkat. Come on.
Oh,
let me see how you do this. Let me see how you do this. Go ahead. The spotlight is on you. Go ahead.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Hey, Venkat, you want to jump, Trevor?
Hey man, Venkat. Hey, listen, man. Venkat, my buddy, man. Y'all don't know the behind the scenes. Venkat, my buddy, but he dead ass wrong. Like
I am not wrong.
You couldn't have been more wrong on this. This is probably your worst take I ever heard you have.
You say it all the time, and then time passed by, and then it's not the case.
Yeah, I don't know for that. China beating Stone Cold. I don't know. I think
that was pretty awful. Yeah.
How is that? Oh my God. Oh Lord.
MD, come on, man. You've been sensible all night, man. Come on.
My bad. Give me a minute. I'm in the stove.
Come on, Mike, come on now. I know it's popular to gang up on me. I know it. But put all that bias aside and tell Venkat what you really feel about this.
Oh, Lord.
How you gonna ask for bail and then diss me in the question you asking for it?
Because I
So
want to
call
see
me biased and say I helped jump you, and then
I want to see if you got some conviction about you. Go ahead and give your real opinion on this.
I told hey, Van Cat, if you ever see him, we could put on Bobby Heenan masks and go jump his fat ass. That's what we gonna do. I ride with my tape fist politics co-partner.
Yeah.
What you talking about? That
Trevor
cat feel how he feel. We gonna ride on it.
I just don't think it's cool. I think it's lazy. It's lazy what he did.
Do we know when that was from? Do we know when that interview was
That's a
from?
recent interview.
No, it can't be. Where's
It's a recent interview. They don't have to show the other belt.
Roman Reigns was on first take either this week or last week. So I don't know if that's from then or if that's from like a year ago.
Really?
That's not recent.
I thought that was early.
Yeah, that's not recent because look at his facial hair. His beard is bigger now. It was more trimmed down on that.
Well, I'll find out.
Hey, Venkat, if somebody called Bobby Heenan Weasel post-mortem, is that a bad or good thing?
They were calling him Weasel when he was alive. He encouraged it. He wore a Weasel suit. He's a part of that process of that's a work. Now he's dead. Can't speak for himself. Never talked to Paulie about doing anything like that. Not even sure if he even know or even like Paulie. And we're just gonna take that liberty because I watched Bobby Heenan interviews where he's not in character, talking for real what he went through in wrestling. I'm just saying, I just don't know if taking a liberty like that. It's like, for what? What have you accomplished? Like, you're this great promo guy, and that's where you need to go with it.
Don't minimize
a guy that was taping, huh?
Don't minimize his accomplishments with ECW.
Right, exactly.
Now.
That's what I'm saying. So
what do you mean minimize? When I talk about Paulie, I'm talking about WCW, Paulie Dangerously, ECW, and his WWE run.
Yeah, but you said what has he accomplished? You crazy? Come on, man.
I did not. Oh my God, this is proof positive that you're not listening to what I'm saying. Like I literally did not say that.
You did just say what did he accomplish?
Oh my God.
So you said you said legacy. So part of Bobby Heenan's legacy is being heelish as a manager, right?
Right.
That's everything.
So would he not? So would he not expect for we just we talking hypothetically. Would he not expect somebody to talk in a heelish way even after he's dead?
After he's dead versus directly talking about him being dead, forget him. He's dead. Come on, man. That's not. Why would you even need to go there? He's literally saying he's irrelevant because he's dead.
No,
that's what he's saying.
Dead, so don't bring him up. That's what he's saying.
Hence the words, he's irrelevant because he's dead. He's dead. Don't bring him up. It's the same thing.
You didn't say the guy was a piece of crap and he can't lace my book. He didn't say anything disparaging about it.
The more you talk about it, the more it exposes how silly it is. Like, again, it's not necessary to even mention this guy. You could talk stuff, but like he literally is dead. Like what? And the way he didn't die. He didn't like trip on the floor and fell on a rake. The guy freaking died from cancer, looking all deformed and freaked up. He didn't have a great time. He didn't have a great time.
Yeah, so the fact that I had to do. No, go ahead, MD. Go ahead.
It's because his last days were nightmares for him and his family. And now he's gone, and the industry that he been working in all these decades. Now that he's gone, we got some guy in that industry now saying stuff like this. That's a little bit much, man. You don't get a free pass.
You and me both know Paul Heyman
Yeah,
respects the hell out of Bobby
we don't know
Graham.
that. We don't know
Oh
that.
wow!
Oh, come on.
We don't know
You
that.
see what I'm saying, MD?
We don't know.
You see
We
what
don't
I'm
know
saying?
any of that. We don't know any of that.
You see what I'm
You
saying?
lost this one, bro. You lost this one.
No, I'm just saying. If you willing to just speak for people, you don't know that. I
You
mean,
know what?
Macho.
Yeah, you don't know that. I'm back on that side.
Friggin' Hulk Hogan just said how him and Macho Man were cool. Then why did Macho Man make a rap album? Why did Macho Man have everything to say about him? Why did Macho Man challenge him to a real fight on pay-per-view, donating to charity the proceeds? He didn't like Hogan. But Hulk Hogan is alive now, so he can say, "Oh yeah, man, we patched them. We were all good. And we were this and that." No, you weren't. Again, I don't speak for nobody. Bobby Heenan isn't here. Why are we speaking for this guy? All I know is the guy is dead, and like we're cool with some goofball just saying all kinds of crap about him to get notoriety off of his name. That's cheap.
So Venkat,
That's some coward stuff, man.
When Ed Ferrara was doing the Oklahoma gimmick,
that's trash.
So
Nobody like that.
So you saying that had Jim Ross so if 10 years passed and Jim Ross was gone, nobody should be able to show highlights of that?
Ain't nobody saying anything about highlights. I'm not saying edit what is happening or happened, but this is totally different than an action that was recorded and we're watching it after the fact versus a guy died and another whole guy came and used his death and his legacy to sell him and his. Tell me when I'm telling a lie. He used the moment on ESPN to sell him and his wrestler, Roman Reigns, for wrestling. That's cheap. Again, it's kind of sad. I'm the only one that sees it, but whatever. It's whatever. It says more about others than it do about me. All I'm saying is if you're that great, why would you need to speak that? Why would you need to say that? Why would you need to utter those words? Leave Bobby Heenan alone. Let the man rest in peace. What are we getting out of that? How did that make anything better?
What should Paul Heyman have said when Stephen A. Smith asked him about
that he's just better, and then he should have ran down why he felt it was better from running his own company, from going from organization to organization, from the pay-per-views, from the live events that he's been a part of, the guys that he's grown and nurtured over the years. That's what he should have talked about. And he does have that track record. He has brought people along that were not the greatest, and after him, they're one of the greatest. You can say that with CM Punk. You can say that with even Roman Reigns, as he was having problems getting over. He don't have problems right now, and he's attached to Paul Lee. So you can speak to that strength. But to bring up Bobby Heenan, like, what the frick? That makes no sense. And then, like we're gonna make a pass for that. Like, it just like it's weird. So then, like, in the background, that kind of sentiment goes through society where we allow stupid things that seem little and insignificant, but it does have a way of permeating the society, the way you think, where we let things just slide, and because we don't think it's a big deal, but it is a big deal. If we are able to consciously allow that to go as unchecked, or that's cool, that's something wrong about that. There's a lot of things. He was wrong for doing that, and he should be the first to admit it.
I would like to see the whole video in context because to me it looked like Stephen A. asked him about Bobby Heenan, and
He asked him about Bobby Heenan because that's one of the few people he know or remember. That's why, and he ain't wrong for that. Bobby Heenan had an indelible mark in this business, and there's this sentiment that people in the past that have done things because they're not here right now, they don't matter, and that clip kind of does that. It kind of does send that sentiment. If you're not here, you don't matter. We on to the next thing that is currently going on. So we ignore anything that's glorious from the past because we didn't see it or we didn't pay attention to it. And that's a sad indictment on people's mentality.
Should we cancel Paul Heyman?
Yeah, I'm not saying cancel him. I'm not saying cancel him because there's no need to do that. But he needs to recognize that was some dumbass crap he pulled. That was stupid.
Hey, but Venkat, you don't know that he don't respect Bobby Heenan, though. Just like how
we don't know that he do.
You know,
so I'm not putting any. Look at people when the lights turn off. people saying something in one way, and then when the lights go out, they're a totally different way the other. I ain't trying to narrate anybody's life. People be acting funny and doing things and saying they switch up on you. I don't have time for that. That's not what I'm here for. I'm just saying, you show me what you're about by your actions. And I just wonder about it because there's not a second, third person now. Two of them dead and one barely hanging on. And those are the guys he's talking about. But Jim Cornette is sitting right there. Just saying, he didn't say Jim Cornette. Look at this nigga. I'm just saying, hey, I'm just saying. It's just weird.
You're reaching, bro. You're reaching.
I'm reaching.
You're
Okay, I'm reaching.
You're reaching, man.
Okay.
Hey,
Somebody I know, let's say somebody I know died. And now we're saying that well, don't matter, he ain't here. Just to sell myself and my client to get some notoriety on a freaking sports show. That makes no sense. That audience don't even know about Bobby Heenan. Why are you even bringing him up?
Get out of here.
Yeah, because a bunch of 20-something-year-olds are just talking about Bobby Heenan all day on SportsCenter. That audience ain't Bobby Heenan's audience anyway.
And I don't know who told you that his audience is 20-something-year-olds. I bet you his audience is more like us.
I'm sure that First Take is garnering a good size of 20-something-year-olds. So, I mean, that's not even a position. That just it's what it is.
Whenever you're ready to jump a Van Cat, I'm down.
It's just this disheartening, man, because like you can disrespect the guy's legacy that gave to that business, and somehow that was supposed to be cool about it because he's the hot guy right now that's on right now. That's not cool. I didn't like it when he did it with Dusty either. That's an alarming trend to me. Again, you got a big bag of ideas and thoughts, but he keeps pulling the same bull crap. Makes me think that he really ain't got none.
You got the guy that just sit there and argue at every barbecue.
Oh Lord.
Like every barbecue, he just gotta argue about something. And
leave Garfield alone.
This is, I mean, because Van Cat is making the most impassionate plea about something that meant absolutely nothing that he's trying to relate it to. And he's grasping at every straw in the world here.
Oh Lord.
You're over here.
So when you did like a 15-20 minute rant on the WWE storyline, that was justified. But a guy,
which one?
The rant that went on about the WWE title. That was about 15-20 minutes. You went on about that, yelling and going all crazy or whatnot. There's a guy, Bobby Heenan is actually dead. Newsflash.
You gonna relate that to
No. I am gonna relate that because I'm just saying, man, you're talking about a storyline, and them messing it up and then passionately talking about it. I talk about a guy I see, hey, that's disrespectful. This guy actually died. Now you're using this guy's death and legacy to embolden your aspirations right now. And that's like not justifiable. I'm just saying.
You would have had some credence if somebody like me would have said that. Somebody that don't have a footprint in the industry. You got Paul Heyman saying that. So it ain't like he's just a nobody, Johnny come lately, somebody that needs a couple extra bumps. You see how ridiculous that sounds? If it was me, so let's see this.
Yeah.
So let's look at the headlines. Local Wrestling with Reality show says, so what? Who cares that Bobby Heenan is dead? Yeah, that I can see you being like, yeah, y'all just trying to get clout. You got a man that's already a made man. He don't need it. So he's saying it completely in character. What you don't see about that?
Yep.
I love Van Cat.
Hey, I'm telling you, man. Hey, listen, that's one thing about Van Cat. He true to his convictions, and you ain't gonna change him. So I'm not trying to change him. My job is just to make him see how ridiculous he sounds.
Yep, that was ridiculous. A guy died, and we made fun of the nigga dying. That's such a ridiculous thing. I don't think that's cool, but whatever. Yeah.
Nobody made fun of him dying, though. That's the thing.
When you say he's dead, you don't care. He's dead. You're kind of making fun of that guy. You're kind of disrespecting that guy.
Are Robin Williams jokes okay?
Nobody said anything about no jokes. I ain't talking about that.
So so what's the difference between a joke would be more disparaging, right? Because you're taking the time to like really go hard and talk shit about somebody. This guy literally just said, "Screw him, he's dead." Don't mix me with him. If a comedian takes the time to make a joke about Robin Williams, Benoit, anybody who died, because I know Patrice O'Neal used to always say, Mike, what was the statute of limitations Patrice O'Neal would give a dead person before he could talk about it?
Oh, damn. I ain't never heard him say that.
I watched the interview with him, and he was saying that it's like 3 or 4 years, something like that. And
he would definitely say something like that.
Then you off limits.
Then you off limits.
Then his gloves are off. Then you could. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, you can't think that they thinking that what he's. I don't know. You obviously do think that what he said is malicious. But I'm just saying, and the thing about it is everybody on the panel agree, not with you, but they don't want to say, they ain't trying to like really get into it with you because they know you so passionate about it.
Man, that ain't got nothing to do with it. I'm riding with my dog.
But me, I'll stick that, I'll continuously poke at you and make you just keep talking so you can see how ridiculous this sounds. He went quiet.
Hold on, what happened?
I hit.
He said something to you or me?
I hit the mute button by accident. I said I'm waiting to hear the ridiculous part.
Hey, I'm getting a new title belt, and I'm gonna do an unboxing of it on the show. I ain't gonna tell y'all which one I'm getting though.
What you do with the old ones? You put them in like a glass?
I got these.
Oh, you just getting a new one?
Yeah.
I thought I saw this dude who had every single belt ever made like on a wall.
There's this guy that I follow called Wick Belts. He does that, man. He got every single belt from every promotion. Yeah. That IWGP belt looks so nice. Well, the old one.
The old one, not the new one.
Yeah, the old one.
It's trash.
You got it all out, Venkat?
You full of crap.
Hey man, you know I love you, man.
Whatever. Lick my ass.
Yes. Cursing Van Cat's my favorite. Yes.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's how you know Venkat on another level. When he get the cursing, when he say damn ass or something.
You feel me?
I'm like,
Cursing Van Cat is my favorite.
Shit. He did that last week when he went in the communist mode. He did it last week. I said, damn, Venkat. Language, Venkat, language.
Hey, Venkat, you haven't worked on that. But Ricardo, he wasn't speaking ill of the dead. Hey, Venkat, you haven't worked on that clip yet from when y'all were talking when we were having a conversation last week.
No.
And I know that one's gonna be a while. That one, a lot of work in that one.
Yeah.
All right, fellas. So we 2 minutes away from that 3-hour mark. WWE do better. Everybody watch AEW Collision. It's the best wrestling show on TV.
Paul Heyman do better.
MD, I saw you had a show that you was going to do today, and another thought box. What happened?
No, I did it I ended it just before I came on here.
Oh, okay. Because I think I saw that you had it scheduled for like late 5s or something like that. I didn't know.
I actually listened. It was pretty good, MD.
Yeah. I just had to, it was just something quick, man. It was a response.
Well, what you was going off on?
Talking about the Trump indictment. We was
Oh,
talking about the Trump indictment, and I can't laugh.
so Venkat, you gotta let me. I think you said you were gonna let me know this weekend what your schedule going to be.
Yeah, it is. So I'm gonna be off on Tuesdays. I'm not off. I'm sorry. I'll be out by 3:30 on Tuesdays, so I could do it Tuesdays. I was tired as hell, but I could do it.
All right, so we're gonna all right, because man, we're gonna fill this damn show book up, but we gotta tomorrow. I don't have anything going, so I'm a sit back and I'll be able to get everything mapped out so I can look on the calendar and see exactly what's when. Because I know Bones and Zay, they hit me up today, want to know when we're gonna do the weekly MMA show. So and I think Nene got 2 shows she just scheduled, possibly a third one.
She better hurry up.
Yeah, so it literally look like we're gonna be over here every day now, at least 5 times a week. And then I have a debate coming up Monday with Reggie and Peter, so that should be fantastic. Yeah,
you slap full, Trevor. Hey, real quick, just going to the left. Has anybody heard about the Lizzo allegations?
Yeah, I heard about it. Nobody believes them.
What is that?
You ain't heard the Lizzo allegations? Well, she being sued for sexual harassment.
Yeah.
Sexual harassment on who?
You know who Lizzo is, right?
Yeah, the big fat lady.
Good Lord.
You know what I'm saying? God
damn,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The heavy set singer.
But y'all be talking about me, boy. I swear.
God dang.
Damn.
You gonna talk about her cholesterol next, Negro? Damn.
Well, how was gonna trip about that? But Bobby Hidden, he's dead. That's no big deal.
I gotta find a pen because I gotta write this timestamp down.
We'll have to erase that from the timestamp.
Yeah. I ain't erasing nothing. This is gonna be a clip.
Damn.
The big fat lady.
I mean, all the defense that people give Lizzo, and she rocking like that behind the scenes. Wow.
Yeah.
But we don't know that's true though, right?
I don't believe nothing until I see evidence.
Because The Rock is supposedly being sued because of kidnapping.
I heard about that.
Yeah, so but we don't know if it's true yet.
And I heard something. I heard that Shanae was stolen from another comic. It broke my heart. No, I'm so serious. I saw evidence of it. My heart was broken.
Shanae should have never been played by Martin. It should have actually been a lady playing that.
It would have been funny if it was a lady playing.
It would have been. It would have been an opportunity.
On something. I said, at least we agree on something. Hey, back to Lizzo right quick. This has been a conversation that, I don't want to get into nothing else, but I gotta get into this real quick because y'all brought her up. There's a conversation that that me and Nene had a few times. So, we look at Beyonce, Beyonce's put together and, she wears certain things and is attractive, is appealing to the eyes. So, but my contention is somebody like Lizzo shouldn't be wearing the stuff that she wears because she don't need to be showing herself because she doesn't look appealing. That's what I say. That's
in your eyes.
I disagree with that.
That's in your eyes.
Me.
Yeah,
that's strictly me though. But I'm saying, what do y'all think though?
She can wear whatever she want to wear as long as she ain't showing obscenities. She can wear what she want to wear.
Man, I got 2 thoughts on this.
I'm an individualist, Trevor. I'm an individualist.
I got 2 thoughts on this. 2 thoughts, 2 smooth thoughts. One, I don't know why women want to be thotty. This girl Lizzo wants to be a thought so damn bad. It don't make no sense to me. And number 2, you can wear whatever you want, but just remember, I can say whatever I want about it. So don't cry when I say you look like a bunch of rubber bands stuck in a plastic bag. Like, don't come at me. Don't come at me because you look like chewed up gummy bears. Don't come at me when I tell the world what you looking like. Because there's a reason when I go to the beach, I don't wear Speedos. You feel me? There's a because I got respect for other human beings on the same planet that I'm on. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody want to see that. What's wrong with I'm good on that. I don't know why she want to be a thought so bad. She want to wear thotty horrorish clothes. So put something regular on, get something out of Monique Boutique, and sit your big tail down. Wrong with her, yo.
Man, y'all done ruined the most pure show over here on the Straight Talk Society.
Pure.
This was the most. This was one of the most purest shows over here. Just pure and wholesome.
I was trying not to show up because I was letting y'all get y'all stuff off.
Ricardo must be watching on a delay. Yeah, because he talking about allegations. He must be behind a couple of minutes. All right, fellas, I'm gonna shut him down, man, because my voice starting to get cracky again.
Yeah, I gotta go love on my daughter.
Yeah, I gotta go see my daughter out there waiting for me too. See if I can,
peace, y'all.
See if I can jump on a game of Madden before I go to bed, though.
I gotta go clean my computer. I dropped soup on it like a dumbass.
Damn. Hey, Venkat, Venkat, work on that that microphone's setup though.
Yeah.
If you guys don't remember anything from this show, remember Michael is a national treasure. So says Venkat.
That's right.
Because it's so much easier though with you using your computer, because you could, even if you had to share something to me, it'd be easy for you to just play it right off of your computer. So yeah, make sure and get that together, because so a lot of times it'd be stuff you want to send me and you could just do it yourself.
Hey, this show don't need me no more because Trevor has become me now that he got Collision. Everything he says sounds like me. Everything he's like, man, I can't. All he needed to start saying is Whopper Jr. belt and the mustache, and he'd be me. This whole episode, he been sounding like me.
Hey, when stuff is good, I say it's good. I mean,
I say that too.
It is what it is. And the past two shows that I watch has been very good, and I'm very, very intrigued to see where this new CM Punk angle is going with him. So wait a minute, who you think? All right, real quick. So with him clearly saying that he's a champion, which he is because he didn't lose the belt. Facts. What y'all think is him and MJF straight up? Because that Garcia kid is asking for a title shot next week.
I think they're gonna stretch. They're gonna keep them away from each other as long as possible. Go ahead, Bones.
Yeah, they're gonna build it up.
Go ahead, Bones.
Yeah, I was gonna say he finally starts for the belt next week, and I feel like at the end, probably at maybe All In or All Out, maybe they might do something, but they might wait a little bit and just have that title build up on a separate brand, and then maybe wait to do a big payoff later on or something.
I don't think they should match. I think they should. He is the Collision champion. Stay over there.
He said that a lot of times. He said that a lot of times.
Yeah. Stay your butt over there. You and your Burberry, stay your ass over there, and we let it rock.
There have been reports that they want to keep the titles separate and just keep one on Collision and one on the other shows, Dynamite.
I'm with it.
So if CM Punk defends his belt, damn, I called a kid Garcia. Who the hell is Garcia?
There's another guy.
If CM Punk defends the belt against Ricky Starks next week, will he have one less title defense than MJF has had all year?
Oh, that's dirty. That's dirty.
That's the truth, though, right? Like,
hey, MJF is in the second best storyline this going right now. Let him rock.
It's the best storyline.
You know what? You're right. The best storyline.
Better than that bloodline bullcrap.
The bloodline has been trashed ever since Cody ain't win. Mancat was like, I was riding with him until he said that.
Hey, I'll let y'all know if I go up to Greenville or not. I'll see.
If you could, I would say, like, I really would say do it if you could.
Yeah, I'll see. Like I said, tickets are dirt cheap. Even like pretty good ticket.
Yeah, because next time they come down here, I'm definitely going. I know Bones went to the last one. I'm definitely going when they come down here next time, especially if it's a collision.
Hey, if you plan on going to a Dynamite show and anybody out there listening, you're gonna get your money's worth because they do at least an hour of a show before. Sometimes it's Ring of Honor. It used to be Dark, but right now it's Ring of Honor. Sometimes it's 2 hours before, and then you're gonna get at least another hour after the show that you're going to of Ring of Honor or said other show.
I ain't going.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I heard AEW
they probably
shows
do.
they be tired. They be
Yeah,
tired
yeah, like
because they
said-
got so much wrestling.
The start time on it says 7:30, so I'm assuming like maybe they'll do
Yeah,
'cause
so
collision come on at 8, right?
yeah,
Okay, so they I'm assuming they'll do something afterward, like some dark matches. I don't know.
yeah, they'll probably do an hour of Dark matches afterwards, most likely.
Yeah,
But
I'll
but
see. I'll see.
you know when I go to an AEW show though, I'm bringing my WWE title in there with me.
Ha!
I hope they beat your ass.
'Cause they won't. They won't.
No.
I'm just-
I hope Darby Allin beat your ass.
Oh yeah, please.
Come on, you can't beat Darby Allin.
He sure hell can. He think he can.
He can't beat Darby Allin, man.
And I hope damn it, the brothers. I hope they come kick him with the firecracker shoot.
The Young Bucks.
The Young Bucks. Thank you.
Man, get out of here, man. Get out of here. For real, get out of here with that. All right, y'all. Man can't do better, man. Just do better.
You do better.
Peace, y'all. Peace.
All right, MD. You just got to be better, man. Cat. Just do better. Just do better.
You've been plotting. You've been plotting this whole 3 hours. How can I undermine this nigga? That's what he been doing from the match cards to this. But hey.
Hey, that man said there was gonna be blood, and he was not joking. He came.
What the hell were you looking at on the match cards though? Like I don't.
I'm just
not for
typing
nothing,
in.
Your match cards would have been better. Not for nothing.
Hey, it's what I see out there. So some look suspect, but I said let me send it anyway because it might be real. And if it's not, you will probably pick it up. But I think this nigga was gonna actually, let me force it on the air to show. I thought it was simply just weed out what wasn't right. Because again, they don't tell you much of anything. It's hard to get information on like what the hell is on there. Outside of like the 4 or 5 major matches, all the other stuff is hard, man.
We don't even know the rules to the MMA match. We still don't know what the hell a tribal rules match is. Nobody knows.
Yeah.
And that's the main event. Like does Cody and Brock have a stipulation? I don't know.
Welcome to Mustache University.
I don't know.
Yeah, the rules have always been a problem in wrestling. No matter who you're looking at, they're just inconsistent with it. They're just lazy.
But at least tell the people who the hell your damn card is gonna be.
You find that out. You find that out. Not even on the pre-show. You find that out when the match starts. When the people start coming down the ring, that's when you find it out.
You got shows that like to preview this stuff. At least have the damn match card. Like at least do that. You see, when we do the UFC shows, I could go right to UFC.com and pull up the early prelims, the prelims, and the main card, and we could just go through each match. If I go to WWE.com right now, they don't show it. They just say, "Oh, SummerSlam coming up this weekend."
Yeah, that's it. Just the event logo.
You guys know the reason, right?
Because they're lazy. That's why.
Vince hasn't thought of it yet.
Yeah. Vince probably got a whole secondary match list.
Yeah,
like I'll show them.
He got 4 things on the wall. Tribal rules mean this. Tribal rules mean this.
But the thing that's really troubling is that on the poster for SummerSlam, Rey Mysterio is like at the front. So I don't think he's on the card. Because if he's not wrestling, huh?
He's not.
But why is he on the front? He's right up front, Rey Mysterio, with all the other guys.
What I heard them say one time on the Triple H DVD, they said that they make those posters so far in advance, so it's like they just put people on there, so it don't necessarily mean that that's who's going to be on there. But that could just been them trying to find it out. But
No, that's horrible, man. That's horrible.
Multi-billion-dollar company.
Yeah, and Rey Mysterio is hurt anyway, so he definitely ain't gonna be on the card.
But he was loyal to the company. He wrestled even without a contract. So the mustache puts him on the poster.
Yeah, because he wanted to get his son some shine, but he
Exactly.
he got hurt Friday. He was in, and I still don't understand how he got hurt. I don't know. I don't get the injury, but they are saying there's a legit injury. And to me, it seemed like it was something already there, and they just did this to, which is even more stupider. So if you was going to beat him, you should have just had LA Knight there to beat Santos Escobar and go on the wrestle Theory. That would have made all the sense in the world, because you know what's going to happen during this Escobar and Theory match. The fans going to be chanting LA Knight the whole match.
Yeah,
and it's going to be disrespectful to the two guys that's in the ring. Like, they could be putting on a hell of a match, which I think they might be doing, but the fans are going to be just LA Knight the whole night, LA Knight, and then Vince is going to be back there, and what Vince is going to then do, because he's stupid, he's going to say, Theory and Escobar just can't get over. No, your booking is terrible, and you don't have the guy that's supposed to be on the damn card wrestling for the match. Like, that's the problem.
All right,
that's
Mike.
the problem.
All right, Mike.
All right, man. I'm out of here, man. I got to go. You're getting me heated all over again. I got some.
You don't sound like me.
I got some chicken.
You sound just like me.
I got some chicken. I gotta go knock down.
I gotta clean this soup out of my computer.
All right, fellas.
All
right, be safe.
Oh man, well, Straight Talk Society, they have it. Another fantastic episode of Wrestling with Reality. And sorry about that little glitch that happened, man. Living in Florida, like, literally it could be sunny one minute, and then you're in the middle of a lightning and hailstorm the next. So that's what was going on. Knocked all my power out. But peace, shout out to the fellas on the panel for keeping it going. But I did learn something. I didn't know that me as the host, even though I got kicked off, the show still goes on, which is bad in a way, because I would be the only one that'd be able to shut it down. So if they weren't able to keep going, then we just had a bunch of dead air going. But I'm glad that those guys are able to keep it going, man. And just before any of y'all ask, me and Venkat do this all the time. It ain't me and Mike do it all the time. It ain't no hard feelings. Like, when I hit the end button, I'm gonna go laugh about this, and then just get ready for the next one. So that's how that is. That's what like friends do. We argue about crazy stuff. So but Venkat died a death on this one. I kicked his ass thoroughly on this one. Just if anybody was asking. So we don't have anything to do tomorrow, because I need to relax. We've been running shows since last Friday. Speaking of Friday, this Friday we have Straight Talk Sessions After Dark. That is going to be midnight. I do have a guest lined up that wants to come on and talk about some things. She has some interesting talking points. Let's just put it that way. But if that falls through, then don't worry, we still got it covered. But that After Dark show shouldn't be more than an hour and a half. I think the last one was like 90 minutes, so I want to keep it around that time. But y'all be sure and tune into that. That's this Friday at midnight. Saturday, Sunday, nothing. Then Monday, we have Straight Talk Sessions, the debate series. We have Reginald Young. Top tape machines are rolling. we have Man Talk Monday will be pushed to Tuesday, so it'll be like this Tuesday on the Society or something like that, some name like that. But the reason being is because we have a debate on Monday between Reginald Young and Peter Cox, and the reason we're doing the debate on Monday is because that's the only time Reggie is available. So any other announcements, though, we'll give it to you as they come up closer. So as always, I leave you with these words. Always seek out the truth for yourself, because if not, you'll fall victim to other people's interpretations of them. Until Friday, be safe. Peace.
Now the whole world can acknowledge me.
You'll get the shit. You'll be knee deep in shit.
I'm gonna take you home.